Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Saturday night, which means it's time for Saturday Night Special, the sixth best show on Renovision. With comments such as, for the love of God, let your friend stay where he's at, SNS, and that channel is a rest area toilet bowl, and you don't need any more stinking up the best comic YouTube show going. And this is an absolute terrible watch. Such douche chills. How about we check in with Jedi Johnson and see if he thinks the boys are ready to start the show?
No, I still think we're more prepared than SNS, even with the rush we did on the show.
Well, shit, I hope you boys are ready to bring the mayhem, because an all-new episode of Saturday Night Special starts in 3, 2, 1.
Welcome. It is Saturday night. It's time for a brand new episode of Saturday Night Special, the first SNS of 2025. And we've upgraded. We sold the Styx and got a Dom.
Yeah. Styx will be here later, though, right?
I assume so.
He gave us slides.
It was supposed to be a big snowstorm that's going to be happening over upstate, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe
he got caught outside in the cold, is what you're saying, Dom?
Maybe.
Well, we'll pray for warm bellies over Styx's roof.
Exactly. I have this nice cup of coffee. Hopefully it keeps him warm. There you go.
How was everyone's New Year's?
It was really good.
Interesting. Yeah.
So I have some friends in town from Alaska, and I was like, hey, let's go do something new that none of us have done before. And a hot pot restaurant opened up by my house.
Nice.
And I've never done hot pot before, so the four of us went to do hot pot. And I got to tell you, it was a lot of work.
You enjoyed it?
A lot of work. Then
was it fun at least? Was it good?
It was just soup. It's just soup.
I know, but
soup at the table. That's what you do in a hot pot. You make your own soup at the table. You're sweating. You're getting your sweat, sweat up. Your heart rate's up. You're going crazy. Got to watch the meat. You're putting it in. You're taking it out. You got to make sure everything's going the right temperature.
And the weather was kind of warm too for New Year's. That's so basically the hot soup made you hotter than what it was.
Well, I mean, around here, anything under 75 is sweater weather. So
yeah.
So apparently, Styx is stuck in Texas Roadhouse with Bruce Fur.
They love their meats.
At least they'll have plenty of honey butter biscuits to cuddle up with.
Yeah.
They're giving each other those hot frosties.
Hot frosty honey butter biscuits.
They're sharing that T-bone steak.
Speaking of Texas Roadhouse, there's a Texas Roadhouse by my house that is so popular that rather than expand their dining room, they're building another Texas Roadhouse right next door in the same parking lot. They're just building a second one. So they don't want to risk shutting down business to expand. So they just built a second one, just plopped it right next door.
Shit, building new things. They actually just took down all the extra extensions that they put in all the restaurants in the city because of the pandemic. They made those up. They took one more down. Now the city looks open more than ever before. Everything was closed in. Yeah, they took them all away. So now, but there's something going on in China right now. So just be warned.
Wait, what's going on?
Tinfoil hat time.
Oh,
jeez.
Damn. That was like really.
You put a little bit of.
Whoa! Now my shit's all blown out.
It is, man.
Did you hit the pedal or something?
I don't know.
The reverb. Hit the reverb. Wow.
Now, so apparently the hospitals are full in China with another unknown. So we'll see in time.
Oh yeah, with some kind of like neurovirus or something, right?
Yes. So we'll see what happens with that.
The era of fake biological warfare is going on.
Apparently also China, the Treasury, they were also they cybered got into the Treasury freaking programs. So hey, listen, who knows? Fun times.
Aliens are coming.
Yes.
Rumor has it. Dom's on the rumor mill.
The rumor mill, baby. I love those rumors.
Also, on New Year's Day, did a hike, took a spill on said hike, and got a nice long, like a 6-inch tattoo of a rock point on my butt.
Oh man, can't be that butt model anymore, man.
I mean, there's easier ways to go about getting tattoos, Sam.
I know, right?
Yeah. But then we came home and watched the ASU Texas game. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a blocked field goal late in the game that actually bounced through the uprights after it was blocked. And rumor has it, speaking of rumors, that ASU is appealing the no good call on that field goal because it did bounce through the uprights. And technically, it's still live if it was blocked, and those points should still count. And they didn't.
That's
Interesting.
Completely
Hey,
screw up
sports and their
football.
Sports and the you can do anything with sports. You can manipulate the game. You can just gotta be careful with that.
Yeah. There's a lot of money going around sports betting wise, you know.
Yep.
So a lot of people might have to have their bets paid back.
All right. We'll see. Like I said, with the got a couple of sketchy games in the NFL, you know, and sketchy games in the basketball. So also in baseball, if you think about it. So
what sketchy games in the NFL?
Anything involving the Chiefs?
Patrick Mahomes, you know, he gets the same treatment as
Jesus.
No, what's his face? What the hell, man? He played the Patriots. Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, yeah, Tom Brady. Couldn't think of his name. Yeah, Tom Brady. They pay the refs off, and the fun times begin. And look, Cowboys suck shit. They can suck ass, man. All the shit. This whole year they sucked. So anybody else? Well, look, the Chiefs are going to be there. You know, tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the Minnesota game with Detroit, who wins the division. That should be fun for Marco.
Yeah,
Detroit's doing great. They're having a great season.
Yeah, I'm having a great season. But
I hear Marco's going to be there with his shirt off, painted blue.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a shirt off. He just brings the deep V, paints the V blue,
dyes the chest hair,
puts little lion-shaped tassels over his nippies.
Make sure tassels on my nippies.
Make sure they don't freeze off because it's
cold.
You
ever see those like video memes? Oh, the person shows up and all the people putting comments in the thing, the funny comments, like the girl with the big mouth and she smiles.
Oh yeah.
There's one with a dude on a keyboard. He's hairy and he's playing like this, and they're just fucking going out saying all these things about his hairy back and hairy this and that. My God, he has a sweater. It's funny shit. That's Marco. Marco is that meme.
He's the sweater guy.
He's the sweater guy.
Well, I take personal exception to that because I too am a sweater guy.
Hairy. Hey, listen. I'm pretty hairy myself too, but not that hairy, man.
I'm very hairy. Anyway, so what about you, Matt? Did you have a good week?
Yeah, my week was all right. I was on PTO from work and stuff, and had a good New Year's. My kids were sick, so we didn't do anything special for New Year's. Just hung out at home. So,
It actually was off. You know, that's good, man. Listen, I was off actually for the first time. I usually New Year's Eve is one of the biggest time of years for work, and I actually got off because I was actually supposed to go to Canada, and that fell through because my wife's uncle passed away, and
oh man, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, thank you. Man. We had to change a couple of plans, and her cousin, who was going away to Canada with us, dropped out of the trip, so we kind of changed plans and went to Mount Airy Lodge for like a couple of days. But I was home for New Year's. My boss was calling me, so obviously because it was a beautiful night out, it was a shit show. They were trying to call me to get in. Did I answer the phone? Negative. Did not call. I ghosted that. It was fuck that, man.
Wasn't it raining?
It started raining later on.
Oh, okay.
It was kind of crazy. The rain started coming down really hard later on, and but it was still warm out. It was still like unseasonably warm. And I know that Times Square. Look, I work in Times Square, so there is over there. New Year's Eve is a shit show, and I was thanking the Lords above that I wasn't working this year. So when I go back to work, supposedly on Monday, I'll find out all the stuff.
Oh, you're not going to show up? Why'd you put it in quotes? Supposedly on Monday, I'm not showing up. Actually,
we'll see. You know, how was that T-bone steak?
Styx, did you get? Did Brucifer honey butter your biscuits?
He buttered your biscuits?
No.
Oh, damn.
Tyson said you guys were stuck in a Texas Roadhouse together.
And that he was honey buttering your biscuits.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I heard you were T-boning the steak.
I do like that cinnamon butter.
Good times.
I
Well,
think I just woke up, Styx. You all right? You woke up?
I did.
You got the bed hair. You got the bed hair.
Yeah.
You lay down.
Oh, my hair's always like this.
So Monday it could possibly be
Styx's hair doesn't ever move. He uses the same sap that they found the mosquito in Jurassic Park to put in his hair every day.
Amber.
Yeah, the
or
amber.
do you use the same hair treatment as Cameron Diaz in What About Mary? Something about
not
Mary?
Mary.
I
You
need
the
some.
hair gel? Yeah, listen, I'm jealous. Anyway, I have no hair, so kind of when people have hair, kind of envy the people with hair, man. You know.
All right, Sam, you want to get us started with your topic starter this week?
Yeah, let's hit it.
All right.
All right. So this came across my feed on every single social media platform. There's a link if you click on the photo.
I seen this.
This
I see
guy comes in, scoops up a pigeon in a bag, very furtively, walks into his NYC halal food truck with the bird.
Yep.
And presumably serves it up to his customers.
That's a nasty ass place, and that actually looks like either Brooklyn or the Bronx. I am not sure. Let me see, New York. Let me see, New York. Where is that? That's not Lower East Side. I don't know. All I know is that I saw this video and I'm like, yeah.
Okay, Dom, is this a deal breaker for you?
Oh hell yeah, man! Hey, listen, when you go past the slaughterhouses, they have pigeons in there. They make pigeon soup. So I have never had that, never will, because I don't care how clean pigeons you say the pigeons are. Those shits are fucking dirty ass parasites, man. I deal with pigeons all the freaking time. Living on the 7th floor in an apartment complex, making nests underneath my AC and freaking chilling out. Nah, they're dirty. They're dirty, man. That bird shit, you can't take it off. It takes concrete off of concrete. That's how freaking futile it is.
If there were an animal that he was scooping off the street that you would eat, what would that be?
A pizza rat.
A pizza squirrel.
Some squirrel? Some gray squirrel?
Hey, Darryl Dixon did that shit in The Walking Dead, man. Come on. You know, you got to survive.
So you want to recreate
Squirrel's good, man.
Squirrel meat.
Squirrel's real good eating.
Yeah, some rodentia. What about you, Styx? What
know.
New York fauna are you eating?
And maybe the sewer alligators.
Some alligators, and some poop
Alligator
alligators.
soup. Alligator soup, that's good.
Alligator soup. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm not going to eat the pizza rats because we share a taste, right? We have something in common. They like Ninja Turtles. I like Ninja Turtles. The pigeons are definitely going to be flooded with parasites and worms and stuff. That's going to be so nasty.
Yeah.
What about hunting those sewer alligators there, Dom, and having a little bit of alligator stew?
I don't know, man. I don't know. You got you have a bunch of hey, listen, you got possum, you got raccoon, you got a whole bunch of shit in New York City now.
But I think if we're going seasonal,
Yep.
there is a time of year where the Canada geese are flying overhead. Isn't that right, Dom?
Ooh.
Yes.
Talk about gamey.
I'd go for some goose.
You don't mess
gamey.
with a Canada goose.
Now listen, it's either you shoot one down or it gets stuck in the plane engine when you're flying. Because
And then nobody gets to enjoy it.
exactly. So
Hey, we're flocking here.
Hey, I tell you what, man. I saw this video. This video went viral. So this video definitely, so where I work, you have the hot dog vendors on the corners where I work, and there's a couple of times guys washing his feet with the water. That's why they're called dirty water hot dogs. You got to be careful. They wash their hands dirty. They're dirty water hot dogs for a reason. And I don't.
If they're selling them for $1, steer clear. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, I don't definitely. I
heard the dirty water dogs are where
Give
it's
me
at.
two for $1. $2 for $1.
2 hot dogs for $1. Definitely skipping that.
You wash your feet, but you only wash your hands.
You pay it on the back
end.
end.
Water, and then you touch the food.
Yeah.
That's not me.
If you're looking for a quick clean out, might be the thing.
Do you eat at a lot of like $2 or $1 slice pizza places, Dom?
You know, I have a few of them over here, and I don't even touch that either because I've seen a couple of rats like fucking chilling out in a couple of places. You know, sitting in there. Yeah, actually, somebody's eating pizza. There's a rat right next to somebody's foot, just chilling. So that rat is in the food too, or in the dough, whatever that shit is. I don't touch that.
Hey, Ratso, what are you doing down there?
See? He said nobody screws with our geese.
There you go.
Oh man, I saw the greatest clip. This Chinese gal was punching a rooster. She was hanging out at her farm, and a rooster came up and was threatening her, and she just grabbed it by the head and punched it in the face. Just kept punching it, and then she chucked it.
Was it the little girl? Was it a little girl with
a teenage girl, like a Chinese girl?
No, I see one with a duck or a goose, and the goose came and she grabbed it by the neck and was
slapping it.
Slapping her around here. Hey, look, you know, we see all these things about what they do with food, stuff like that. If we really sat back and seen what's in our food when we eat, we would never eat food at all.
That's true.
Or you'd make your own food.
You make your own food. But at the same time, the food out there, like, you take chances when you actually go to restaurants. You take chances because the hidden videos of places like Chinese restaurants. You know, there was a place. There was this video of the guy's cutting the food outside a Chinese restaurant on the street. He's cutting the food on the sidewalk, and then he takes the food inside. He goes inside. So
that's gross.
Yeah, it is. But we eat that.
Confucius say when you run out of counter space, sidewalk will do just fine.
Exactly.
Confucius say.
Well, Confucius also said, if you go to sleep with an itchy ass, you scratch your ass with your finger, you have a smelly finger the next morning. So everybody says the same thing. Now, but this video is funny.
You can go to bed with itchy ass, wake up with stinky finger.
And you know what the crazy thing is? On 6th Avenue, where I work next to Radio City Music Hall, there's a line of halal trucks that are all over the place, and the lines are up the block down the street. The food is so good.
Halal trucks, you said?
The halal trucks, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're definitely it's a big business, and people definitely love the food. I can't deal with that sauce. That sauce they put on, I can't. My stomach, I can't. But I've eaten it before. The whole fact is just that sauce, it's like it goes in you and out. I can't. And the food is good, but you need the sauce on it for the food to taste good. If you don't have the sauce, it's kind of just plain. But yeah.
All right. Dom's
here
with your gastronomical guide to eating critters off the street in New York City.
Yep.
Gotta love it.
Oops.
Hit that news, baby.
Yeah, let's get into some news. Watch your ears here. I hate, like, whenever, I don't know, Marco and Pete seem to screw everything up with our stuff because nothing's ever in order. Hold on. I swear someone's going in and reordering our clips because I come in here and we're under a different banner. We're under the TAC banner and everything's messed around and moved around. I can't find anything.
We've got Domlins in the system.
It's shenanigans, I tell you.
Hey, Jedi, I had no Red Bulls. I don't drink Red Bull.
That was a full 5 minutes ago.
I know. I just talking about. I know I seen that in the.
He drinks Chernobyl, the same shit that sends the guys in Hot Tub Time Machine back in time.
Oh hell yeah!
It's the Russian Red Bull with nitrotrinadium in it.
Yeah, this is the drink of champions right here. White Hennessy.
White Hennessy.
White Hennessy. You put this in tea, it makes it worth all while. It helps clean out the system, and also when you sleep very comfortable and you sweat out all the toxins.
Because Don wants to shit his pants.
Oh yeah.
Harvard says he drinks cocaine.
I don't drink cocaine. I never touched it. Never will. I don't touch party favors. I don't touch the snow. So there you go.
All right. First up, we have Andrew Garfield talking about playing in Spider-Man 4 again. He was on a podcast the other day, and he said no, he hasn't already signed up for Spider-Man 4, as many reports have already suggested. The publication shares noting that on the topic of Spider-Man 4 and his persistence in it, or presence in it, Jesus Christ, Garfield replied, "I'm going to disappoint you. Yeah, no," he said, "but I know no one's going to trust anything I have to say from now on." I mean, he did say that, yeah, and then no. Andrew Garfield was talking to GQ whether he appears in Spider-Man 4 or not. So, do we trust Andrew Garfield?
Can we blow up Styx and put him next to Andrew Garfield?
I can.
Yeah, let's do that.
Oh, wait, no, I can't. Never mind. Can't do it.
Styx's hair and Garfield's hair, they're done by the same stylist.
Exactly. There you go.
Dude, this mic thing is really screwing with me right now.
So, I don't think Andrew Garfield has a future as Spider-Man, unfortunately. But he did say he was not going to be in Spider-Man Far From Home, right?
Yeah. No, it was No Way Home.
No Way Home.
No Way Home. Spider-Man No Way Home, and then he was.
Yeah.
Well, according to this, it looks like he must have said yes and then retracted and said, "No, I'm not."
Look, no.
What they're saying is, he said, "I'm going to disappoint you." Yeah, no.
Well,
yeah, he's saying he's not going to be in it.
But and look, I wouldn't mind if he's not in it. I would let Spider-Man 4 lead into Doomsday and Secret Wars. It doesn't have to be multiversal. It doesn't have to be any of that. Let Spider-Man have a movie, a grounded movie that leads into bigger things when Dr. Doom shows up. All these speculations and all these things that are thrown in, rumors. Yeah, rumors are great, but it becomes aggravating because every actor always denies. Except
Dom, you are the speculation rumor guy.
I know I am.
You're that guy.
I was gonna say that's what you do,
You're
man.
the guy, Don. You're the guy.
All right, let me be correct.
You can't talk that way about yourself.
But actually, okay, so I'd rather have a Spider-Man movie. I was more excited for the grounded movie.
No, you weren't.
The Kingpin and Daredevil. I wanted that because we already had the multiverse movie. Last movie, they were all in it. You had that. Yes, you're gonna finish off the multiverse stuff, but yeah, it's kind of cool. You have all these guys in it, but let friggin' goddamn Tom Holland have a movie where he's his own Spider-Man, where he transformed from being the protege of Iron Man to Spider-Man at the end. Let him go into his movie, have something like that, and then head into the next big adventure with Doomsday, because apparently he has a big role in Doomsday that they're saying too. And now he actually just made a rumor report. Tom Holland made a rumor report. Once he has a kid, he's not acting anymore. So,
yeah, right.
I don't know how bullshit that is, but have Andrew Garfield do Sony messed up. Sony could have had either Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire play in their Spider-Man movies and do that. Because remember, there was no obligation that they can't use Spider-Man.
These guys are so old.
You don't think that Disney was like, "Hey, listen, we've seen the quality of movies you make, and we don't want you using Spider-Man in anything because you're gonna trash what we're trying to do."
But
So
so
yeah, at this point, it's just the entire zoo of radioactive animals biting people, and then each person that gets bit gets a movie, right? You got Morbius, he gets bit by radioactive bats.
Right.
Craven gets bit by radioactive lions. Madam Web gets bit by radioactive teenagers. You know, it's just a bunch of these
Radioactive
things.
teenagers.
not, look,
It would have been better.
they
Yeah, if it was like a stepmom movie.
Yeah.
Madam Web, Madam Pre-Web.
look. I'm going to say this, man. I'm going to say this like I said it in the other shows about Spider-Man. Sony should just give up, not sell their property, but give it to Disney to do what they want with it, but get the money back from certain things and let them work with the characters. There's still room for Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, because you could have this multiverse Spider-Verse movie that could be off the charts down the road.
All right, Dom, here's the deal. The Spider-Verse animated movies have been really good.
Yes.
So it's not a question of Sony. It's a question of the live action department versus the animated department not having the same tools at their disposal, right? If the animated movies can be well written and then well animated and do things that really impress audiences, then it feels like the problem here is a writing problem.
Yes.
Or an effects department problem. Maybe a directing problem. It doesn't seem to me like a casting problem. It doesn't seem to me like it's necessarily the studio itself or the studio overall. It doesn't have to be Sony, but it might be just that department that needs some retooling. If there's a good writer, if they get good writers, and the thing about writers is writers are as good as the time that they're allowed to take up, right? There's no such thing as a good script. There's only a good rewritten script.
Yep.
The script has to be workshopped over and over again before it becomes good. You can have a good idea, but it doesn't become a script until it's been written and rewritten maybe 24 times.
Exactly.
So I think that's the thing. I think the problem is they're rushing these projects. They greenlit all these projects and they're like, we've got to throw something together. And it's just haphazardly done. They haven't had good scripts. I don't know what the confines are that they're working with. Maybe Marvel gave them some constraints that they didn't want them to cross. The Venom trilogy was like 2.5 stars at its finest.
Yeah.
Madam Web was like 1.5, 2 stars. Craven was like 1.5 stars. Morbius was like 2.5 stars. It's like they're really struggling with these properties because maybe they don't have any good, compelling writing teams put together.
Also, you're right. Look, also what they're confined to do. Think about it. Morbius. It's a vampire-based movie, but it's spent in the Spider-Man universe. Without having Spider-Man's character to just do a Morbius movie, it works in comic books. You could do a long story in comic books, fine. But a live-action movie, people want to see Spider-Man. They don't get I don't think they mind what Spider-Man played Spider-Man in those movies, as long as Spider-Man was there, or Spider-Man had a particular scene or something that revved it, like Venom. You have Venom without Spider-Man. He got the spider on his chest because of Spider-Man.
Yes.
All these little things that Spider-Man created, the world building around Spider-Man, it was because of Spider-Man. To make
yes, and then the other question that the shared universe begs is, what is this building to? Why do they have to be part of the same universe?
That's
if
true
you
too.
have Craven standalone, Madam Web standalone, Morbius standalone, Venom standalone, what is the point of putting them together in the same universe?
They want to
What
make
is it building to? Right? Is it to have a stable of characters that you don't have to give background on, that you can just plop into a Marvel movie whenever? I mean, it seems like they're they're retooling the Marvel Cinematic Universe formula, where it started with these heroes, and they were building towards something in the Avengers.
Yeah.
And we don't have something we're building to in the Sony Spider-Verse.
All right. If you really think about this, remember in the 90s, the Spider-Man cartoon?
Yes. Of course.
How great was that? How the world building, everything built up, and the characters that were in it, the way they built up the Sinister Six, Morbius, the Punisher with Kraven, all those story plots in that cartoon. Why can't they do that in live action? You know, you could have Morbius, a freaking goddamn a couple of scenes in a movie. You could have Kraven.
Well, their video game writers are doing a way better job of writing
course they are.
than their movies are.
Yes, and that's the thing, which I don't understand. I think Sony is more worried about holding on to the characters and not losing them than worrying about making a great cohesive story and movie. Because the longer they take, we got to make a James Jonah Jameson movie because we're going to lose the rights to him in a year. And they got to just throw out something out there to put James Jonah Jameson in. That's the problem. Sony's more worried about losing their characters. But that's what I'm trying to say. Look, you're not going to sell. And that's
I don't know how much of that's the case because they went and gave all their say they're done making these movies, and there's rumors that they're talking about trying to get Disney to buy the rights back.
Yeah, to buy the rights. But you know what? That's all speculation and rumor. Tell you the real treat for Sony to really make money is if they take their universe, give it to Disney, and as a shared that they can be part of, and just overall be part of it. That's where their money, they can still make money. Because let me tell you something, Spider-Man, no matter how bad they still make money. Spider-Man is a money maker, and you don't want to lose that. But you're going to lose money eventually because people are going to get fed up. No, I don't want to watch these damn shows anymore because it makes no sense. So if you go into partners with Disney for the time being until you figure out what. Look, they don't have a streaming. All their shows have to go on Disney Plus, or they can put it on Amazon. They could do something. Look, Spider-Man Noir is coming out, and apparently it's getting apparently of what people have seen. They said it's phenomenal. So that could be something that they could work upon. And now if they take all their masterminds and help Disney with Spider-Man 4, you can make Spider-Man 4 better, even make more money than Far From Home. So we'll see what happens the future brings, but I think partnership is more likely down the road than anything else.
From what they've seen, aka just 5 minutes of what's his name doing butt flexes in the costume.
Yeah. But the costume is the costume does look good, man. It does it looks good, man. Listen, look at in Nicolas Cage we trust, man. I like
Nicolas Cage. Thank you. I was like, his name is right there. Like, what were you gonna say, Styx?
I was gonna say the only thing I think they really need to do is they need to take down their budget a bit. Their budget's way too high for these movies that they're putting out and not making money back on. You know, they're not making their money back. So they need to trim it down quite a bit. Maybe it'll get better if the talent's newer and more raw.
That's right, Buffy. We let Dom cook on this show. All right.
Thank you. Now, look, Spider-Man is Marvel. If you really think about it, Spider-Man is the face of Marvel and will always be the face of Marvel. That character, no matter what iteration of a Spider-Man character you get, it makes money. And that's what I'm trying to say. Sony should stick with making games and doing what they have to do with other stuff, but let Disney have the realm of just doing the movies the way they want, and you just get the money. You collect the money on. You make a business deal, going, all right, 5 years. Let's see what we get. Do 5-year contracts with Disney, and let them run wild. Come on, how cool would it be? You have an Avenger movie and freaking Norman,
Osborn.
What? I forgot his name.
Osborn.
I was saying Norman Reedus. Norman Osborn, freaking goddamn, come out and make the Dark Avengers.
Norman Reedus.
And, that's badass. Or have the Sinister Six, freaking
Or McDonald.
no McDonald, fucking up everything, and you have a couple of the Avengers see that and go after the Sinister Six. That'd be so fucking cool. That'd definitely be cool, but we'll see what happens. Like right now, Craven didn't do that good, in the box office, and
Did horrible. It did horrible in the box office.
Yep.
That not that good is a polite way of saying it. But I think everyone had a preconceived notion that it was going to be bad, so nobody went and saw it. They were like, I've already been burned by Morbius. I got burned by Venom 3. I'm not going to spend my time going to do this.
Go easy on Morbius. It wasn't the worst.
It's Morbin time.
It wasn't the worst.
I can't wait for Morbius 2. It's Morbin time.
But you know what? Look, I see what they want to do, but it's in their best interest if they partner with Disney for the Spider-Verse universe, and just let them get the writers, get the people to conduct the universe and put it together, and let them just sit back and collect whatever money. See what Disney has to do.
All right. Hang on, Dom. Yeah. You're in Disney. We trust. I'm not that guy. But I will also say we have now spent more time on this one slide than we spent on the entire news last week.
Yes. I'm all about that.
Crucifer, I'm actually sticking up for Sony. I'm not saying Sony's going to sell. What was that?
Now Dom's going back and forth.
All I know is I'm saying that they should find a way.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Dom.
It's the truth, man. You can actually talk about, the toys, the merchandising. They can come up with something that they can get a percentage of the merchandising because they don't get the merchandising, stuff. So you can work something out with that, because one way or the other, Disney is going to make a shitload of money. So Sony will get some money out of the thing too, but they'll have to work out something where they can come to get agreement on something and put the universes together and have everything as one. And I believe that if they did that, Sony can survive with the other stuff they do.
Tyson says, and Dom, we trust. I think Sony should stick to making movies that make them profit, like Bad Boys, and stay away from Spider-Man. Just give Spider-Man back to Marvel. Let the MCU cook with it.
Spider-Man.
That's it. And the Tom Holland thing doesn't surprise me. I know I read the same thing where he said that once he has kids, he's going to ride off into the sunset and he's going to play golf and be dad, and you'll never see him again. But at some point, Kevin Feige's already confirmed it. They have intentions of bringing Miles in.
Yep.
So at some point, we're going to see this Peter Parker disappear. And he's going to go away, and then Miles is going to take over. So we're always going to have Spider-Man. It's just probably not going to be
what iteration we're going to get.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Like I said, people always say what they're going to say, but you back up that Disney money truck, anybody can return and say, yes, I'll do it now. Because Robert Downey Jr. said he wasn't coming back. He's coming back.
As Iron
Man. As Iron Man. He's coming back as Doom. But the whole fact is Tom Holland.
Well, the same with Chris Evans. Chris Evans said, I'm done. Not going to play Captain America anymore. I'm not going to do it. And here he comes back.
And there's 2 rumors of what he's going to be doing. So they gave him a lot of money. Come on. The money is too good, man, to friggin' pass up to do.
Where's the video of Krusty? Oh, they backed up a truck of money to my house. I'm not made of stone.
Maybe you guys are looking at this the wrong angle. Maybe Chris Evans just wants access to free steroids again.
Right.
He wants that body. He wants that Cap body.
Needs that hero serum.
He's tired of paying for his own steroids.
Exactly, man. It's expensive, man.
Or they both have these indie passion projects that they want to get made that no studio wants to touch. So we're going to go back for that House of Mouse money.
Listen, Decker, Winstrol, Prima Bolin, they're hard to come by the cash. Not anybody can pay the cash for those roids, man. But look.
Got to hop on the Marvel trend balloon.
I actually believe that friggin' Andrew Garfield will show up at the end of Spider-Man 4. That's going to lead into Doomsday and Secret Wars. So
All right, stamp it right there. Clip it.
That's it.
Cycle it around the internet. Dom says the Dom stipulation. All right, I think we've.
I don't know. I tend to think that we'll see him in Secret Wars. I don't think we're gonna see him in the next Spider-Man movie.
No, Doomsday first. You'll see him because Doomsday leads into Secret War. So you'll
see him at the end of Doomsday.
Well, apparently Doom is supposed to be in Spider-Man 4 because it leads into Doomsday. That's going to be the whole
thing.
Maybe that'll be the end clip, where you see him and he gets zapped away to the Doom world.
Because I thought Fantastic Four is the movie that leads into Doomsday. I thought doesn't Spider-Man?
Well, Spider-Man.
No, be the one after that, whatever the one after that is.
Next slide, even.
Yes.
Next slide.
Sorry, Shane.
The next slide.
Why is this doing this?
That's not it.
Netflix accidentally leaks the Squid Game season 3 release date, and it's closer than expected. Any of you guys watching Squid Games?
Oh yeah, I finished season 2 already.
So good. The series premiered season 2 on December 26th. Why am I sharing this? I don't want to share this. I want a slideshow presentation. The series premiered on season 2 on December 26th, 3 years after the first one, and it quickly broke all the records on the streaming service. The show has already the biggest series, but both in non-English and English, and newly released season certified that as Netflix South Korea accidentally posted a live video confirming the season 3 release date of June 27th, 2025. Via Forbes, fans won't have to wait long after the jaw-dropping season 2 final.
I haven't watched season 1 of this. I never watched it. I should watch it.
I don't know.
I mean, Dom, if you don't like to be entertained by things other than a Marvel property, then you don't have to watch it.
Are you watching this subbed or dubbed, Sam?
Dubbed.
It's so good. The dub is so good.
It's very good. But if you can only be entertained by superheroes, then don't worry about it.
No, it's not that I'm only entertained by superheroes. I want to say it's just there's a lot of shows that I'm just getting into, like the TV show From. I'm finally watching the first season of that.
Okay, but guess what? There's also like a game show, a reality show that they did between seasons 2 and 3, or seasons 1 and 2 of the drama series. That's also really intense to watch.
Mr. Beast? Is it Mr. Beast?
No, it's not Mr. Beast. This is Netflix.
Netflix. Okay.
And oh my gosh, the Glass Bridge episode still burns me up. But it's terrific. You should definitely watch it. There's twists and turns in season 2 that you kind of have to be following season 1 for it to make sense or to even have the impact that it should. And then season 3, like it's kind of shaping up like a better version of Hunger Games. I got really sick of Hunger Games after the like halfway through the second movie. I was like, this is not for me anymore. But this is still exciting to watch. I think it's really exciting.
The most exciting part about what to watch is like all the stuff you're unpacking too, because you got the game master who comes in and he's taking over the role of 001. And
oh man, you're spoiling.
Well, you see different things, and I mean it's been out. If you're a fan of it, you've watched it already. But I don't know. I won't spoil it any more than that. But
how many episodes is the first season?
13.
13.
And this one's what?
13.
9? No, it's not 13, is it?
Oh no, you're right. It's 9. It's 9.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get myself. There's a lot of shows that are coming out now. So before the summertime, I'm gonna get my friggin' TV watch on. I have to.
We'll get there. We'll get there, Bruce. We'll get there.
Well, I mean, Dom, it's Dom. He's got to rep Star Wars first, and then
I love my Star Wars.
Everything else second.
I really, my mind, I'm a creature of habit, man. If I like something, that's what I focus on, and other stuff I try to block out because there's just so much fucking stuff. I can't.
Oh, it's true. It's true.
Go off
There's
everywhere.
a lot of content. There's a lot of content. I've kind of written off a lot of things that came out in 2020. Basically everything after Tiger King through, end of 2024, most of that has been trash. Most of it's been trash.
I remember how dope Tiger King was. We need that again.
Oh my
Not
God.
that Tiger King 2 bullshit they came out with, but
There was this
we
moment.
need more Joe Exotic.
There was this moment towards the end of Tiger King where a guy rolls up in a 3-wheel car and he's got a skeleton in his passenger seat. And by that time, you're just like, this is completely normal.
I tell you what, there's a lot of good documentaries out there. I actually been trying to watch the on Hulu, the 12 Skulls, about a serial killer that terrorized women in a small town, and he killed 12 missing bodies, and it's like some really crazy shit. I like that stuff.
Speaking of Hulu, if you're looking for something outside, like Bruce says, outside of Cape and Star Wars, their Shogun series is very good.
Shogun.
Yeah, that was on FX too, wasn't it?
Yeah, FX and Hulu.
And that's on Hulu, right? Shogun.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's very good.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think if you haven't seen Squid Game, block out some time.
Definitely check it out.
Block out some time this weekend. It's short enough that you could probably cover it if you just skip one night of sleep.
I have not watched Late Night with the Devil, Bruce. But all right, moving on. The iconic Breaking Bad house goes up for sale, but you'll need Heisenberg money to afford it. Per KOB4 in New Mexico, the Breaking Bad house has hit the market more than a decade after the original series ended its run. The house was made famous when it was used as the home for Walter White's family in the show, but the owner didn't foresee just how iconic it would become when they first agreed to let the TV show film there. At first, the family members living there welcomed fans who stopped by to take pictures at the house, but the popularity of Breaking Bad grew. It became expensive. Buying the house won't be cheap, considering its significance in television history. The owners are asking $4 million for the 1,900 square foot home. Given the price, they are expecting that the next owners might want to turn the house into a tourist attraction and make some money back on it.
Yeah, that house I couldn't sell if their life depended on it before the show, and now all of a sudden it's an iconic place and we can sell it.
Well, they put a big fence around it because people would just randomly show up and throw pizzas on their roof. Yeah,
they did that for like a year. After the show, after that episode, and then they put up the fence and made it a little bit better.
Hey, I mean, I love Breaking Bad. If I had $4 million,
It's not a very big house, though. You'd have to get $6 million to make it livable. You know?
Why to add an extension? I mean, it's got a pool.
Well, yeah, and then there's also the wreckage from the airplane in the backyard.
I mean, yeah, turn it into an Airbnb, man. Like you would clean up on Airbnb. Just I'm gonna rent the Heisenberg house or Walter White house for a weekend in New Mexico. Like they would clean up.
Yeah. No. Hey, look, you know,
a fortune getting the cum stains off the mattress, but what are you gonna do?
True.
It's a write-off. It's a business expense.
Early Superman screening reportedly draws Marvel comparisons. Anticipation for the new Spider-Man movie reached new levels after the first trailer was released. What did I say? Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
Fuck.
I don't have to talk about Spider-Man. Now you're talking about
yeah, right? I just can't.
You got Spider-Man on your head.
Spider-Man on the brain.
Yes. Adding the new excitement are the recent comparisons to a very successful Marvel offering. According to Comic Book Movies, people who have treated to a rare early screening of the film described it as Guardians of the Galaxy level good. Although some of the visual effects were unfinished, an unnamed viewer said that a lot of the shots were polished enough, and those in attendance loved the film.
Shit, man. If you lean back and you look at him and you squint your eyes, he looks like freaking Zach from Saved by the Bell. Black.
Kinda, yeah.
Look at the
Ball.
probably more like Slater.
Now, so there was like mixed reports on this saying that people seen it and they didn't like it. They said that it wasn't very good, and now this comes out with the comparison to Guardians of the Galaxy type of thing. And look, regardless of the fact of what's what, no matter how much people put out, there's going to be haters out there that are going to hate something. You know,
Sure.
They hate the red trunks. The original Superman had red trunks. Christopher Reeves, the 1978
I
movie.
love me some red trunks.
Nobody complained about that, and that's the greatest Superman. Nothing can compare to that Superman, that movie right there. Superman 1 and 2, Part 3 with Richard Pryor, and then Part 4, The Quest for Peace. They can keep those, but the whole fact is that I think this kid's gonna do a good job, man. I like the trailer. I definitely did like the trailer a lot. I like the concept with the crypto in there, and I like, people are making fun of him when he fell into the snow and the way he was in the snow. The international trailer show he fell from a satellite in space. It could be Brainiac. He got freaking shot down, and that's why he's in the snow. The American trailer didn't show that. The international trailer showed that. And I like, stay away from the origin story. Stay away from everything we've seen before, and just make a good movie, man. And I got to feel it's going to be a good movie. Hey, listen, look, James Gunn has his way of doing things, and he's going to do a good job.
I don't know, man. I think that's what everyone's expecting it to be, is to be Guardians of the Galaxy level good. But really, when you break it down, the reason Guardians of the Galaxy was so good is because people didn't know what to expect. The average person had never heard of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep.
Superman's a different beast. Like,
He's been around for a while.
Yeah, there's what? 3 of the most iconic symbols are Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Like, and Captain America. But everyone knows Superman, and so that potential for a surprise isn't there. He's not going to be able to hit that home run like he did with Guardians and get that. Well, we didn't know what to expect, so here you go. I'm all for, like, when I first watched the trailer for this movie, I was like, I'm no go, I'm out. Like, it didn't do anything to make me want to see this movie. I've listened to everyone else be like, oh man, it's so inspiring. It inspired me. It moved me to tears. It gave me emotions, blah, 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 blah. The more I've watched it, the more it's got me hyped to see this movie.
Yeah. And listen, the trailer, when they played the original score, John Williams score, in a different beat, and it just kind of chills. Look, and Brucifer, no, it's not that I don't like any good movies. I said I liked this movie. I never trashed it. I didn't say it was. And listen, I watched we did a first look at the trailer.
Peacemaker was good, Joe. But again, he hit it with a home run. Like, nobody knew what to expect from Peacemaker. You got a little bit of him in the Suicide Squad movie, but you didn't know what he was going to be like in a full dose, like the show. And exactly. I think a lot of what makes Peacemaker so good is a very good mixture of James Gunn's writing and John Cena's acting ability.
And another thing too is a character that nobody's used to. When you put these brand new characters in the screen, you don't know what to expect, and that's the intriguing part. Superman, like you said, iconic. He's different. They had different versions of Superman through decades. I understand people. The people who love Superman might see it differently and not like it compared to the newer generation. Newer generation might latch onto this and enjoy this a lot more than the people that enjoy the other versions. Look, Superman done right, and James Gunn has a way of directing things. He has his own concept of directing. It's gonna be pretty good. You're gonna have a lot of characters that are a little weird to be on screen. That's going to be on screen. But you've seen all the characters already. You've seen Mr. Terrific. You've seen wasn't Guy Gardner? Guy Gardner was on something already. Wasn't he like on one of the TV shows? Did they bring his version of Green Lantern on one of the shows? One of the CW?
No, I don't think so.
No.
The first time we've seen Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner.
All right. So people, what makes you laugh? People complaining, saying, "Oh my God, what did they do to the Green Lantern? What the hell's wrong with this Green? That's Guy Gardner Green Lantern. It's not Green Lantern." People don't understand that. They think that was the Green Lantern. That there's different versions of Green Lantern. You have the Lantern Corps that are out there. They do it, but I like the fact you don't have a grounded, standalone Superman movie that's basically the same as everything else. And look, friggin' Henry Cavill, his version. I like the Man of Steel because it was like it was like the original 1 and 2 combined in that new movie to give it a new breath of fresh air when that came out. And I enjoyed that. This is going to be pretty good. Give it a chance. Yeah, it's a little crazy. You got the friggin' the dog. You got this. You got that. But I think this kid's going to do a good job. And hopefully it builds the universe bigger and better. And the DC. I'm looking forward for the DCU to take off.
I mean, let's face it. DC superheroes have animal sidekicks. That's just something that exists.
Nope.
Joe says, I don't think James Gunn would let himself put out a Superman movie. And that's what I've said from the beginning. The minute he was announced as taking over this, I said, there's no way anyone but James Gunn is directing the first movie in the DCU, and it's going to be Superman.
Yep.
And that's what he's doing. He's setting the bar. So he can't afford to fail, because how quickly is Warner Brothers or whoever owns DC still, if they still own DC, I can't even remember if they still own DC, how quickly is whoever's in charge of DC giving him the boot if that's more of the same? It's got to be different. And what really excites me is hearing that they use the same kind of drone technology for the flying that they use in Top Gun Maverick. And like just the one scene where he slides in to save that girl in the trailer and everything's like blowing up around him.
Like Inception style.
Yeah, that was so awesome. I was like, all right, this is going to be like, I had to watch it 4 or 5 times to really, thank you, Discovery. Thank you, Bruce, to really get me hyped to see it. But I'm not even a Superman fan. And I'm like, okay, I'm ready to see what James Gunn has to put. And I hope they succeed. We need DC to succeed to get Marvel out of the crapshoot they've been in. Because if there's no DC to press them for people's dollars, we're just going to get more of the same old crap that we've got from Phase 5 from Marvel. Yeah.
Yep.
It's going to be the same old piss poor writing, the same old people being like, writers being like, oh, well, I don't understand superheroes, and why would we read about this character, but I'm going to write a superhero movie. What's going on with Star Wars. We don't need more of that. We need them to be challenged and have to compete for people's dollars.
Much to your point. I mean, Marvel has DC to go against. What does Star Wars really have? I mean, Star Trek hasn't had any good movie, and
Star Trek needs to
doing
make a new
TV.
movie.
They've only been doing TV, so they if they had someone chasing after them, they'd be maybe better too. So,
well, look, the whole fact is that this has to work out because a lot is riding on this rebirth of the DC universe. And if James Gunn is in the helm, and he's in the helm of doing this, he's got to put out some product that's going to really catch. Because think about it, if this really takes off, and you'll definitely have a Superman 2 in the future if this takes off, and there's a connection like Batman. They want to put Batman eventually is going to come. He already showed up already, quote unquote, the
Creature Commandos.
Yeah, spoiler. But the whole fact is that to have the new Batman in live action is going to be a big deal down the road. If this does great, the introduction of Batman into this universe again to bring him back is going to be a big thing. So, you have to say in James Gunn we trust, because this movie does ride on what's going to happen in the future of DC.
Well, I'm going to go see this movie because Superman looks just like my little brother.
That's a good reason to see it.
There you go.
And my little brother's kind of a flake too, but maybe it's because he's actually dashing off around town to save people.
Bill Skarsgård, I have a really fucking cool Joker in me. He's open to playing the DC's Joker. In an interview with Josh Horowitz from the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast, the actor was asked if he'd rather play Batman or the Joker if he had the choice. He initially pitched an idea that would see him play both characters, perhaps as a schizophrenic version of the Dark Knight, who has a second personality as the Clown Prince of Crime. Skarsgård then got serious and teased that he has a really fucking cool Joker performance in him and that he'd like to delve into it. While there's no telling when the Joker might show up in the DCU, it would seem that Skarsgård hopes to be considered.
Well, I would be excited to see that.
I would too. The Crow aside, like, I'll give him the pass on the Crow, but everything else Skarsgård's done, like his character in John Wick, his Pennywise, I would
Count
go
Orlok.
Yeah.
Nosferatu.
Yeah, I haven't seen Nosferatu yet. I want to go see it, but I haven't had a chance to yet. But I think Skarsgård would kill it. I'm all for Skarsgård doing it.
I tell you what would be cool if they adapted the story, The Three Jokers, and had that kick off the Joker coming into the DCU, and you introduce Batman later. Batman doesn't come yet. You have the Joker introduced first.
I think if you pull the Three Jokers out, you're going to confuse the hell out of your audience.
No, I'm just saying you pull out the Three Jokers, and then he becomes the main Joker. Like
Joker Folia Doo.
Jesus Christ! Why is every time Brucifer? Did you read this? Did you read that? Did you read this? I wouldn't be talking about it if you fucking goddamn if you don't. You don't want more Joker. Joker's cool. Joker is Batman's friggin' yin to his yang.
Yeah, you're never gonna get a Batman movie without the Joker somewhere because he's just as iconic and sells tickets like a Batman movie would. So without the Joker, you're never gonna see the Joker not be part of a Batman movie.
Look, I want Alan Richardson to be Batman. Because he could definitely.
Oh, you mean
yeah,
Reacher, the guy who plays Reacher?
Yeah, I want to see him play Batman.
And he was Hawk in
Smallville.
Titans.
Yeah. He was also Aquaman.
In Smallville.
In Smallville, and he was Hawk and Dove in the Avengers. The Teen Titans. But look, you got to do something different. That's why no more origin stories. No more none of that shit.
Yeah, we don't need another Batman origin story.
You see, look, you don't even start off with the Joker. You start off with the Quarter Owls. You get the Quarter Owls in there first, and then that leads into the Three Jokers and makes the storyline. And that's when Batman finally comes into the fold. He's been there, but he hasn't been there.
I mean, I want to see I know they're going to do Brave and the Bold, but I really wish someone would add up Scott Snyder's 52 run. Start off with the Court of Owls and then go into Death of the Family and really see like a prime Joker and have Death of the Family be Joker with the main character versus a Batman movie. I think would be a chef's kiss in my opinion, but I think I would like to see what Skarsgård has to offer before I sit there and go, no more Joker, blah, blah, blah.
You got to make him dark. Make him dark, funny, but at the same time, you got to just let him be the Clown Prince and just run amok in Gotham and in the DCU. You have to do that.
So you want the 89 Batman?
I like Jack Nicholson's Batman, but you can Heath Ledger's Batman was the pinnacle when it comes down to the Jokers. I kind of at the end of the day, you got to make him a little psychotic. Make him psychotic, but empathetic, but at the same time, just fucking batshit crazy,
so to speak.
Let it go nuts.
Dead air. I thought you were gonna follow up with something on that, Sam. But all right, that's it for the news.
There we go.
Let's go ahead and hand it over to Sam for big news in anime. Watch your ears.
All right. So first up, we've got a tale of caution for anybody who's out there stealing manga content and posting it on the internet. Shonen Jump publisher
doing that.
Shueisha has engaged a law firm to go out and find out what's going on with all these pirated manga copies getting circulated around the internet, especially on X. And they've issued a subpoena to X to find out what's going on with all these copyright violations being published on X. The whole point of this is to seek and destroy the pirates. This is a constant battle for these manga publishers because every manga gets pirated unless they have a digital release same day. For example, One Punch Man is released digitally on a website, and then it is translated by pirates. It's scanlations, but they just take the digital photo files, and then they'll wipe out all of the Japanese text and put in English text. And then when the English version comes out 2 weeks later, everyone's already read it. So it really hurts a lot of the circulation numbers. And in my opinion, I think these publishers have really done a lot to keep up with the pirates. The pirates have advanced the technology of these manga, and the access to these manga greatly by forcing the publishers to be more, be quicker with the translations and more open and free with the translations. But they've also been working on the legal side to try and put a stop to the pirates as well. If the pirates go away, the pressure to release free manga goes away as well. So they're kind of in this battle that helps the consumer ultimately, but it is against the law. So we're kind of in this tough spot, but I like to see the law upheld, but at the same time, I don't want to see the market crash for these things or become very expensive and hard to access. So fingers crossed, everybody does the right thing here. All right, next up. So Mashal is over. The manga's over. The anime is still being produced, but they've teamed up with a United States bakery called Beard Papa's. There's a few of them here in Arizona to release their own line of Mashal cream puffs. So if you're looking for a sweet treat, find your local Beard Papa. Right. You can also order them online and have them shipped frozen to enjoy your own Mashal Magic and Muscles cream puff. They have several varieties. You can get 3 different fillings. You can get 5 different toppings, and they all look pretty fantastic. If I were diabetic, I'd probably dial them up. This is part of a kind of a larger, widespread effort by anime and manga producers to team up with various companies around the world to provide merch or licensed products to the fan base. We saw McDonald's team up with One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen. Wendy's is channeling a lot of different anime in their, or sorry, not Wendy's. Arby's is channeling a lot of different anime properties in their marketing when they do these like Instagram posts that reference something. Even the NFL was teaming with One Piece. You've got a lot of merch being produced by clothing companies, designers, shoe stores, all these different things are happening. And this is just the latest version. So it's a great time to be an anime fan. I still tell my kids not to join the anime club at school, but they're welcome to watch and enjoy anime as much as they want. They just can't join the club.
Why not? Why don't you want to join the club?
Join the club, yeah.
Because
political reason, probably.
Because it's kind of like this group of people that make anime their entire identity. And I want them to enjoy whatever they want to enjoy anime wise, but I don't want it to become their whole identity. It's very tempting to do that. I want them to have a more well-rounded upbringing. I was always tempted to join the anime club, but I didn't. I joined football and I did all these other things too. But
Do you think this anime club is a cult? Sam?
Club?
it is kind of a cult, and they. I wouldn't say cult, but if you've ever watched Mob Psycho 100, the telepathy club is what the anime club is at their school.
No, not familiar. I mean, I think. Well, I mean, absolutely. How your kid turns out is, that's, his choice.
You can be a weeb, but you have to be a weeb at home. You can't be a weeb in public.
Exactly.
Don't be a weeb in public, not in school. Wait till you become grown and have kids of your own. Then you can weeb out all you want. All right, so today is the day that Solo Leveling Season 2 starts. This is what Brucifer was bringing up in the chat. It just dropped today. You can see the date on that tag is today, January, or was that yesterday? No, that's today. So Solo Leveling Season 2. The director dropped this artwork that you see on the right, and this season should pick up. I haven't seen it yet. My kids have been on the TV all day, and Solo Leveling is violent enough that I'm not willing to watch it in front of them. But I can't wait. I can't wait to see this. So once the show's over, I'm going to go take the TV and watch the show, the episode, because I really enjoyed season 1, but things don't really pick up until Sung Jin-woo gets his necromancy powers, or becomes the shadow master, and he starts taking over all of the enemies that he defeats, and they become pawns in his army. And at the end of season 1, he took over the most powerful one so far, or the most powerful one yet, which is Igris. So hopefully we get to see things really pick up from this point forward. If you've liked season 1, you're really going to like season 2, in my opinion, because this is where it gets really juicy. So hopefully,
do you just walk in your living room with a bag full of dodgeballs, not the foam ones, but the actual like rubber playground balls, and be like, the TV is mine, and just start throwing them?
Well, there's lots of TVs in the house, so I usually just shoo them to the back room where they have all their toys and stuff. But there's only one TV in the house that has Crunchyroll on it. The rest of them don't.
That's because Dad doesn't want him being a weeb.
Exactly. I want everything.
Like you're going to be in a controlled environment.
Everything in balance. What's up, Dave? So you've got Bruce first says it's so good. I'm excited to see it. I hope you guys check it out. It's on Crunchyroll right now. Dropped today, and we'll look forward to the rest of season 2. All right, let's go to the next one. We had a bunch of Shonen Jump artists and authors drop celebrations for the new year. Apparently 2025 is the year of the snake.
That's fitting for this channel.
Yeah, very, very fitting for this channel. Woohoo! Let's go us. Go us. You have Eiichiro Oda, who did the One Piece art you see there on the far left. Mashal right in the top middle. The bottom one in the middle is a new series about an exorcist. And it's a series that's gaining popularity, but it's not quite leading the magazine yet. And then you have the robot, My Robot and Me artist on the far right. And these were just kind of some fun, cute celebrations for the new year. Just reminding us all to head into the new year with positive vibes. The year of the snake is the year of people who are sharp. It's about being smart.
There you go.
All right. And then finally, we got a manga spotlight. We got a new series. You notice the story is by One. One is the original author of One Punch Man, Mob Psycho 100. He's got another series out right now called Versus. And then this new one is called Bug Ego. The art is by Kyoto Shitara. And this one is right up Hartman's alley. This is about life hacks. And it starts with this very mysterious guy holding a fishing rod. And at the end of the fishing rod is a bag full of his own organs, and they're dangling at a certain height. And then it leads us into the chapter cover. And the characters say, the world has these things called hacks, and the hacks are things that help you through life. And the guy with kind of the mop top, the shorter character, his name's Kokodo, and he says, oh, you like hacks? Well, let me go show you one. You push button 1, cola, then barley tea, then shiruko, then cola, then lemon squash, and finally corn pottage. And then look over there, bird crap. and so that's just the first hack. And he's like the taller guy's like, that's not a good hack. Like I'm trying to help you and you're just making fun of me. He's like, no, but if you push the buttons in this order every time, a new bird crap will appear. And so the tall guy goes through it and he pushes the buttons, and sure enough, another bird crap appears. And then once the short character, Kokodo, sees that he's serious about the hacks, he starts showing them all these hacks. And one of them is a hack to go back in time. And it involves you dancing naked in a school playground. But the first time he does it, he gets the dance wrong. And so
don't get any ideas.
He goes to jail and he gets his life ruined. And then
I can't do that again.
He meets up with Kokodo after he gets out of jail, now as a grown man. And he's like, you ruined my life. He's like, I didn't ruin your life. You did the dance wrong. And you went to jail, so I couldn't help you. Let's do it again. This time, get the dance right. And so he does it again. And sure enough, he goes back in time to the day that he met Kokodo. But they both remember what they've been through. So from there, it kind of picks up. There's 5 chapters available that you can read right now. It's a pretty entertaining series, especially if you're a guy like Hartman who's always looking for hacks. This is kind of like random inputs that give you a surprising output. So highly recommend Bug Ego. You can check it out on the Shonen Jump app or Manga Plus. And that leads us into the high fidelity. There is a clip.
Uh-oh.
Guess what? Fidel didn't report last week.
He showed up to dodgeball.
Surprise.
And he showed up to dodgeball. Told us he wasn't going to go. No, he wasn't going to be there because he had to report. He shows up, and he was catching like crazy. But I did manage to get a couple of.
You got hit in the nuts, the face.
Where he got hit in the face with a rising fastball, and then hit in the nuts with a straight shot.
Dude, man, that's great.
Fidel is still a civilian.
He's still a civilian. The song I put to this clip is "In the Navy" by the Village People.
In the Navy, it's hard to get a piece of cheese. In the Navy, a pussy smells like the 7 Seas. In the Navy.
But yeah, he's still kicking. He's still kicking around with us. And then if you advance the next slide, triple D slide.
Does he still say he's going?
He still says he's going. He says he keeps changing his report date.
He's working on it. He's building up to it.
Yeah.
They keep postponing that at me, I guess. Is that what he's saying?
He said not the first time Fidel's had balls on his chin, I think.
Ooh.
This one, just do the photo highlight. So this is my niece's. Okay, Fidel gets a catch, and then my niece's husband, his name's Ethan, he takes out the side all by himself. He's a 3-on-1 right here. Fidel's doing a little bit of peacocking, and then he pays by getting the first one out.
Peacock.
I like the little salute, the cocky little salute.
See ya. And then boink.
Oh, goodbye.
Retires the side, and that was
See you
good.
later. That's cool.
But I do have something that I want to talk to you guys and also the chat about. So in April this year, first weekend in April in Florida, a global dodgeball organization called the World Dodgeball Association. Okay, there's 2 of them. There's World Dodgeball Federation, World Dodgeball Association. This is the Dodgeball Association. They're a little bit less popular in the United States. In fact, they don't have much of a presence here at all. But they're putting on an international tournament in Florida, in Orlando, at this place called H2O Island. And Triple D is sponsoring a team, and we're looking to get some people together. So if you live on the East Coast, you're interested in dodgeball, and you're looking for something to do, and I don't know if that's Easter weekend, but it could be. But early April, first weekend in April, we'd love to have you sign up for the team. Message me at Triple D Dodgeball on Instagram. Let me know that you're interested in participating. The rules are a little bit different than you might expect. So we just need to get you up to speed on how that works. Fidel's not going to go. Whether he's in the Navy or not, he's not going to Florida with this. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so we'd love to have you. This is an event that is, they have accommodation deals already put together with like 4 local hotels. And they also have an ESPN coverage deal in the works. So it's not going to be like live coverage for the whole event, but it might be like they'll record the event and then chop up the highlights and put it on TV into like an hour, maybe 2-hour special.
Like one of those 3 a.m. shows.
They're going to wait till they do the Ocho again, and then it'll be on the Ocho.
Yeah, it'd be something like that. So, yeah.
He won't report because his wife will die again.
Fidel keeps doing these like suicide. We call them suicides, but it's a sacrifice play. You jump over the line to get the last guy out. And I was like, for Gracie. And he's like, yeah, for Gracie. Sure.
Who?
I did it for John.
Who?
So I'd love to have anybody who wants to participate reach out, and hopefully we can get a few teams together. Thanks, guys.
Heck yeah, Sam. Good job. That leads us into a mega character matchup. I'm going to let Sam take over for this one, too, just because we have a Bleach character in the running this week.
Nice.
So I'll let Sam take it from there. So we got Darkhawk versus who we got, Sam?
This is Captain Yamamoto. Darkhawk versus Captain Yamamoto. He's basically the Shinigami in Bleach are basically Grim Reapers, and this is the king of the Grim Reapers, or the captain of the Grim Reapers. So you got the text. All right. Darkhawk, we know superhuman strength, superhuman speed, high durability, genius level intellect, highly skilled combat. He's got this neat suit, and then we have Genryusai, which is just like the high captain. Shigekuni Yamamoto is a powerful character from the manga and anime series Bleach. Here are some notable numerical stats. He's over 2,100 years old. He's about 168 centimeters, which is 5'6". He weighs 115 pounds. His Zanbakuto is called Ryujin Jaka. His Bankai is Zanka no Taichi. And his power level is at least 4A, higher with Enetsu Jigoku, at least 3C with Higashi. This is a bunch of stuff that you're not going to understand unless you watch Bleach.
No wonder Matt gave it to Sam.
Kyokuji Tsujin is far higher with Minami, which is another character. Kaka Jumano Kushi is at least 3C, far higher with Nishi Zanjitsu Gokui and Kita Tenchi Kaijin, which are magical abilities or spiritual abilities that they have. Yamamoto is known for his mastery of swordsmanship and hand-to-hand combat, as well as his fire manipulation abilities. His Bankai, Zanka no Tachi, grants him additional abilities such as existence erasure, sealing, and necromancy.
Yeah, he wins.
All right, here we go. We're going to go through the scenario and see how it goes. Battle takes place in a desolate, otherworldly battlefield where both combatants have been transported by an unknown cosmic entity. The terrain is rugged, filled with jagged rocks and swirling energy currents, providing both opportunities and challenges for our fighters. As the fight begins, Yamamoto unsheathes his Zanbakuto, Ryujin Jaka, enveloping the battlefield in intense flames. The heat is so overwhelming that the very air seems to sizzle. Darkhawk activates his armor, the sleek exosuit glowing with energy as he takes to the skies to avoid the scorching ground. Yamamoto's experience and precision in combat shine through as he launches waves of fire towards Darkhawk, who deftly dodges and counters with energy blasts from his gauntlets. The sky is a tapestry of fire and light as the two warriors clash with devastating force. I should mention here, Yamamoto is a ghost. He's basically a spiritual, or he's a spirit entity. Yamamoto decides to end the fight quickly and activates his Bankai Zanka no Tachi. The flames condense into an impossibly sharp blade, radiating an aura of absolute destruction. Darkhawk realizes the danger and quickly erects a force field around himself. Despite the force field, Yamamoto's swordsmanship proves too powerful. He slices through the barrier with ease and delivers a series of precise and devastating strikes. Darkhawk is left reeling, but his regenerative abilities kick in, allowing him to recover quickly. In a desperate move, Darkhawk channels all his remaining energy into a powerful blast, hoping to catch Yamamoto off guard. However, Yamamoto's experience and strategic thinking allow him to anticipate the attack. With a final decisive swing of his Zanpakuto, Zanka no Tachi, he counters the blast and strikes Darkhawk down. In this scenario, Genryosai Shigekune Yamamoto emerges victorious. His centuries of combat experience, unparalleled sportsmanship, and the overwhelming power of his Bankai prove too much for Darkhawk to overcome. Of course, this is just one possible outcome. But what else could there be? He's fighting a ghost. He's fighting a ghost.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
So yes, sir, we have your winner.
Finally, Darkhawk goes down.
Yeah, we can spin the wheel.
Spin the wheel. Spin it to win it, baby. AI knows that they can't beat a ghost in the machine. Sebastian Shaw. Nice.
That's gonna be a one-sided fight.
Kick his ass. Yes.
But all right, now that takes us into best and worst covers of the week.
Here we go.
Watch your ears. All right, kicking us off this week for best and worst covers, we have Absolute Batman #4.
Wow.
The 1/25 James Harren cardstock cover
Batman
This
been hitting the juice.
is
Been hitting that whole
terrible.
Just too much.
Or maybe
Yeah.
he's been working in an auto shop and that's why his hands are so thick.
You know what that reminds me of? Sam Keith's artwork. The way Sam Keith does the
The
Max.
Max.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Just
Someone-
over bulky and yeah.
This reminds me of the dude. I don't know if any of you have seen him on social media, but he's taken up arm wrestling, and he's just a normal sized dude, but his arms are massive. He looks like Popeye.
Yeah. And his
Yeah.
hands are all thick.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
and his fucking wedding ring looks like a hose gasket for, or a hose clamp for a car. Yeah, that's
It's an oddly shaped skull cover too, you know.
yes, it is.
Skull-shaped.
Yeah, well, there's Pandabata's skull right in the middle.
But
She got big boobs back there.
this boob right here is leading you to
Boobage, man.
treasure.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Where's
Yeah,
Joe Doolins? Joe Doolins buy this book 10 times over, and Jedi won't be far behind.
As big as Batman is, you'd think his head, he skipped head day. His head isn't keeping up with the rest of his mask.
Gotta work the head.
Next up, we have Death of Copra #1,
The fuck is this?
Goofy cover.
Woo.
God.
The new image #1 coming
It
out.
looks like things are not in place where they're supposed to be.
Or they just forgot to do the line art.
Yeah.
They got all the coloring and the shading, but they forgot most of the line art.
Yeah. I hope this is not yet rendered art.
I don't know. It looks like the head doesn't belong there.
Yeah, the head like photoshopped in there, like
Exactly.
it's floating.
Like he slept on his bed wrong, so his head's tilted to the side.
They took Cable's head
Yeah.
and put it on Hulk's body.
Yeah, his head looks like it's floating on an anus.
And,
Oh,
and
Jesus
gave him a ace of spade, or gave him a spade knee protector.
Ace of Spades.
Yeah.
They also gave him Rob Liefeld's feet.
Yep.
Yep.
That-
Ken's
that's
used to be-
Liefeld feet are no feet at all.
Exactly.
Yeah, or they're just god awful ugly.
And the
Oh,
Liefeld
God.
School of Art.
Yeah, Liefeld School of Art. Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Next up, we have Lucky Devils #1, the Frank
not a bad
Miller
cover.
and
That's not a
Sinclair
bad cover.
cover.
Well, it's Frank Miller, right?
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's a terrible cover.
It's not it's not as bad as the Wolverine cover or the freaking goddamn Sabretooth cover. That he
You got
did.
This is supposed to be a chick devil, and she's got chin hair.
Hey, it's a dude. Hey, listen, new reality. It's new reality.
If
Chicks
that's a
can have
dude with boobs
facial
like
hair
that,
too.
It's a trans devil. What do you want?
Hey,
Yeah, but look at like her boobs. One's like aiming towards you. One's to the side. I don't know if that's like her
that's
chest
basically
or a third
you go
boob
to a
down
club.
there. I don't know.
You go to a club at night, the lights come on, and that's what you see. You see the body.
You're gonna have to go back to the bar and get a few more beers before you go
Exactly.
home.
like, why is there like half a person right here? Like, there's a random arm right here and a random leg. Like,
Well, there's that red thing that
That's
she's holding
the
in her
body
hand.
that
That's
belongs to
the body of
Steven.
the. Yeah,
oh,
that's the body of the other devil.
But like, it looks like he's backwards.
Yeah, well, the
why is his
head's
head here.
the head's
Yeah,
here.
so
So
he's like this,
Yes,
but his
on the
head is here.
shoulders. She's on his shoulders, so that's the head and the back. The body's dangling off the side. So that's what you see on the side.
Yeah, but like this looks the way this is positioned. It's like the body should be facing
So he's like here.
the opposite direction, and then right
true.
here it's facing forward.
That's good.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Frank Miller, no go.
It's one of the better Frank Millers, I guess.
Like I said, it's not as bad as
Comparatively.
No dice for Frankie.
Yeah.
Then we have Ultimate Black Panther number 12, the 125, Stephanie Hans variant.
Why does he look kind of like Kobe Bryant?
Got that Mamba mentality.
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like Kobe Bryant a little bit. It does.
You know, I have this thing where if you go too detailed on the teeth, it makes them look messed up. And this is definitely that.
He's making the Dennis Barger face.
And Stephanie Hahn has some good covers. I don't know.
And
It's
the
not a
eyes,
bad cover.
the eyes are doing something weird for me. Are they
Is it-
not even? They don't seem even to me.
His what?
The eyes,
Oh, the eyes.
like his
One's
right.
one's
right
open
eye.
more. Yeah, one's open more. One's kind of look like he's got hives on one side of his face. Yeah. Looks a little close.
I don't know. It's not bad art, but it's not good art either.
Of the ones I've seen so far, this one's definitely the best.
Listen, please, in
Of the
2025,
Hans.
we're going to have to get a balance of good stories and comics and good art. They're going to have to go back to basics and have some good artwork, because some of these covers are like, God, man.
Well, they've been lacking in story, right? They've supposedly have been good in art. This is just not
Look,
good art.
and that's why I can honestly say one thing. All kidding aside, Mark Spears, great artwork, story's fucking awesome. Why can't all books have a great story and great artwork? You're paying all this fucking money for the damn books. You might as well you need to get both. Not one thing to another. Fuck just having a cover and a bad story. I want both. I want great story and nice covers, nice artwork.
Glazing.
Hey.
No.
And for best coverage of the week, we have this Magic number 1 in 200, David Nakayama Virgin variant. The trade dress is a open order A cover, which is the one I'll
she has
picking up.
a lot of nice covers.
Mhm.
Magic.
Yeah. But this is a really good Nakayama Magic cover.
It's
Is it,
nice. I like.
is it $200 good though? I don't know. I think I'll stick with the trade dress.
When does this come out? This comes out next month?
This comes out next week.
Next week?
Yep.
Ugh. Yeah, see, I don't even fucking buy books. I can't even buy books like I did anymore because there's too many books, and you want the good covers. You want the nice. It's too much money, man. A lot of shit.
$200 on a cover though. I'm already spending $60 a week in comics. I don't need to spend $200 on a cover.
You know what? If you really want the one cover, you get the one cover and you read the book online, man. Instead of going out and buying all the fucking covers.
Yep. I've thought about doing that, but then I'm like, I don't want to be a pirate.
I know physical copies are always great to have. With everything, it's just all that money you spend on shit. It's like the story's got to be good. If you have good artwork on the cover, hopefully the story's good.
I mean, I've definitely changed my collection habits where if I didn't like a story, I'd give it to issue 5 before I bailed, and now I'm bailing after issue 1 if it's something I'm not digging, because I'm not going to keep sitting here and giving them $4.99, especially DC, like $4.99 for your A cover and $5.99 for your cardstock B cover. So
fucking adds up, man. It's great to have a physical book in your hand, but after a while, it's a lot of money.
Then we have the Amazing Spider-Man 65 Scotty Young 8 Deaths of Spider-Man variant. I'm digging these different Scotty Young variants for all the 8 Deaths of Spider-Man books.
Hey, Bruce.
I do.
Stop this shit, Bruce.
And then I'm like,
stop this shit.
Good. Oh, he's talking about.
Oh, he's telling me. I open the book. Stop the shit. I do buy books. Not the shitty DC books you buy.
He's not talking about buying them. He's talking about reading them.
I do. That's what I want. I want that cover. There you go.
Transformers 16,
yep.
1 in 50, Homar spoiler variant. I love it. I love this Megatron cover.
Laserbeak.
It's probably the best. Sadly, it's the best Transformers cover coming out on this book this week.
I like this. Transformers. So Megatron's coming back in a big way. I'm gonna love it. And I'm still hoping that Mark Spears does the Zartan 5-part limited series for Energon Universe Joes, because Zartan got the power from the Energon. That's how he's able to do what he does. The new origin for Zartan. So
Zartan has Energon shape-shifting powers?
That's what's so that's how he's able to change, be a chameleon, to change, to look like other people, change the skin tone color. It's going to be Energon. The Energon's going to give him the power.
Slurp. Then we got all new Venom number 2, the 1 in 100 Divide.
David Paralori.
There you go. Virgin variant. David. That's sick. This is also, I got a trade dress open order cover too, I believe. For this.
So anybody read the new Venom yet?
I have, yes. I loved issue 1.
Yeah. What do you think? I know you guys had the poll. Didn't you have the poll? They had the poll with the who do you think it is?
Yeah, Pete did.
Yeah. So
has it been revealed? Dom's asking if it's been revealed.
No, it hasn't. It has not been revealed yet. They kind of left issue 1 open where you think it could be any.
I'll help you out there, Dom.
Any one of the characters still, but they have not revealed.
So it still could be Rick Jones.
I think it is too.
I don't know if it's Rick Jones. I think they're gonna. It's either gonna be a woman or it's gonna be a man of color. They're gonna change the.
I mean, any other.
It's gonna be a Luke Cage, or what's the other guy's name?
What makes me think it's not going to be a woman is that any other time we've seen a woman in the Venom symbiote, it's taken on the form of a woman. So
taking the shape
this time, why would it be this? Why this time would it be any different? Other than
the change of the world, man. You see what's going on, so I
mean, I could see that if that's the road they want to go, but I think I hope it's Rick Jones, but everyone's going Luke Cage. It doesn't make sense to me to be Luke Cage, but that's probably where they're going to go with it.
True.
But who knows? We'll see. Hopefully we get more answers in issue 2.
If they're smart, they'd let it rock. They let it rock for a while, because if you let it go, people are like, you want the secret to continue, the identity to continue for a while.
Yeah, but at some point that gimmick's going to get old and people are going to stop reading the book because you're not telling them who it is.
And look how long it took for Wolverine's origin to come out. You think about it. That and it's
still different. I mean, that's different because they didn't have an origin, quite frankly.
I know, but to spoil something really quick, you want people to buy books, so people are buying for the intrigue.
That's why you sprinkle it in there a little bit here and there.
A little bit here and there.
You string along the reader. That's all right. But Matt's right. I mean, it does get old after a fashion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and dump 5 issues into this gimmick of who is the new Venom. Like, I want to know.
No.
And
I want to know right now.
Like, if you look at the Last Ronin, the reveal that Michelangelo was the last Ronin, I think did a lot to explode that book's popularity. So to find out who the new Venom is could go a long way to push sales on this book too.
Right.
It may. Yeah, could be.
hopefully find out soon. Then we have Stanley Art Germ Lou, New Champions #1 variant. Always love me some Art Germ.
That's cool.
Our Germ does good stuff with color on the purples and the pinks.
He just does everyone in like the same pose.
I know, but the color, in the back.
Yeah, his colors are good.
Color, yeah.
He just does a lot in the same pose.
Always a lot
Then
of smoke.
Then we have another Magic #1, 1 in 25, Jay and Solito variant.
That's what I like that.
Anacleto.
And
I like that.
Anacleto.
Anacleto.
I could see Joe and the freaking Jedi right now. Want me that cover?
This was a Tyson.
Yeah, that's a nice cover. I don't blame
That's
you.
nice cover. I like it.
It's just something with a face. Like I like this cover too, and I was looking at it.
A little long. It's a little long. She's a little long in the face.
And I was like,
No,
"Ooh, this looks really
not
good."
much.
And then I
Not
saw
much,
the DNA cover. I
You're
was
looking
like,
down,
the
so it's
DNA
hard to-
cover is so much better.
There's a couple of nice covers on this run on the books.
I just don't understand what Marvel's deal is with giving all these X-Men characters like their own individual books. Like you got Mystique has her own individual book now, and now Magic has one, and Psylocke has one. It's
Well,
like,
Marvel's always good for that. They had limited series back in the day, back in the 90s. You know, a whole bunch of different limited series. Nightcrawler, they had the Wolverine, they had Kitty Pryde, they had Colossus, they had Gambit, they had Storm, they had everybody gets their own book with it. But look, I hate that they keep releasing books. You're gonna up to issue 10 or 12, and then they're gonna release one again to get 95,000 covers of that again. That's what Marvel does.
like they're doing with Spider-Man, gonna re-release back at issue 1 to make 1 million covers again.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
Not all going all at once. So it's just, yeah, it's a lot of X books going right now. And I thought that was when Marvel Joe's doing calling some dicks. I thought that when Marvel re-released all their new #1s a few years ago, they were like, all right, we're cutting down the number of titles we're releasing. We're only gonna, do this, and this, and now we've got like 50 Spider-Man books. Now each individual X-Men's getting their own book.
How many Spider-Man books possibly gonna have? They have the new Friendly Spider-Man that's coming out in Disney Plus. The prequel series to that. You got that 5 issues on that?
Well, yeah.
If anything, she was the best thing in New Mutants anyway. So if you said the New Mutants movie, she was the best thing in it.
You've got
You
Spider Boy. You've got the Spider Society book. You've got Amazing Spider-Man. You've got Amazing Spider-Man Miles Morales. You've got the Spectacular Spider-Man going on. Like, yeah, there's a shit ton of Spider books going.
See, and that's the cornerstone of Marvel. That's why Sony doesn't want to give it away, because it does make money and people buy those books.
At least they're different X-Men titles, unlike DC with 27 different Batman titles. Yeah.
And
then for our Don't Mind Me, we just ate Taco Bell cover of the week. We have Batman Dark Patterns #2, Martin Simmons cardstock cover. Like, that's the face right there you just made as you sit down to let it rip after.
It looked like Batman took a shit in his face, hit him in the face. It's like
That's Batman leaving the bathroom because the stench brought him to tears.
It looks like the smell is peeling the skin off of the other character there.
the horror.
Someone light a match. No, Doug.
That's that face. Get out of here with that BS. That was me at 5 a.m. this morning when I woke up to drop a deuce and fell asleep on the toilet and woke up an hour later with my foot completely dead.
Don't fall asleep on the toilet, man.
I try not, it happens.
It's as dangerous as joining the anime club at school.
That's why in work, you shit on their time, not yours. I'm going to always say that.
Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on company time.
That's it, baby. That's it.
And then we have a couple homage covers of the week. We have this Geiger #10.
That's pretty cool.
Don't badmouth toilet naps.
I'm actually surprised they haven't had a, Superman, the Ultimate Superman, the Absolute Superman book hasn't had a book cover like this yet.
Oh, I'm sure it's coming.
I know it's probably coming. Yeah, right.
I'm sure it's coming. And then we have all new Venom #2. Of course, we haven't seen this cover homaged a million times.
And you have a Joker cover that's coming out, the Kira cover that's coming out too, and a Red Sonja that's the same thing. That they give him the Absolute Batman. It's a whole bunch of same shit.
Yeah.
All the same crap.
Mm-hmm.
But that brings us into our first appearances this week, and we had a couple in the Cable Love and Chrome. We had our first appearance of Cicada.
Cicada?
It is a
Yep.
little bug.
Yeah, it's the ones that come out of the ground after 10 years, and they
13 and 17 years.
yeah. There you go. Thank you. Thank
Eat
you.
your crops. Eat your
With
crops.
Absolute Superman, it'll be a short bus he's holding. Yeah, those are the things you always hear in every anime. But,
True.
and then next up, we have the Spectacular Spider-Man. We have the first appearance of Spider Sprite.
Another
You know,
spider.
we need
Spider character.
We need another spider. We need a spider fairy character. Nothing says Spider-Man like having a spider fairy character who spits her web.
Oh, she
Gives it the
spits.
old
She's a
hot
spitter.
tua.
She's a spitter.
Yeah. Gives it the old hot tua and spits on that thing.
Oh god.
And then we had the Ultimates. We got #8. We got our first introduction of the Ultimate Guardians of the Galaxy. Captain Marvel, Star-Lord, Cosmo, Ultimate Nullifier, and the mainstream Ultimate Nullifier is a weapon.
Ultimate neutered.
So there you go. If you want the first appearance of the Ultimate Guardians of the Galaxy. there you
Why are
go.
they making the Star-Lord, Ultimate Star-Lord, look like freaking Galaxy Rangers? Yeah,
He looks like Quicksilver.
yeah, Quicksilver. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great point.
Now we're into Hotter Ice. Where are they now? And watch your ears. So this week we're doing the Hot 10 list for December 29th of 2023, Peter's list. And at number 5, we have Duke #1, the 1 in 250. He said only 3 sales, but for a high ratio incentive such as this, that is not something to ignore, especially when those sales were just 300 to 400. The other ratios for this are also moving very well, especially the 1 in 25 and the 1 in 100 foil John Boy cover. But those are all under ratio, whereas this is at a decent premium considering the buy-in cost. What
I
do you
think
on
this
this
might have
book?
dropped.
Up or down? You think this dropped?
I think it dropped.
Yeah,
I'll say the same.
I'm gonna say down.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Carlos. You said down, Sam.
Yeah.
Styx is saying the same.
I'm gonna say it's about the same. I don't think. Yeah.
All right. Tyson said down. Look at about $2.99. You have a couple on eBay right now for $2.99 or best offer, $1.99 best offer, $2.99 best offer. You had a couple sales for $2.99, $1.29, $2.06. So it looks like it's fallen a little bit.
129, you get a good deal with that one.
It hasn't dropped too far. You can
Commanding
still make
price.
pretty good money on it.
Exactly. But that 129, you got to deal with that one.
Not terrible.
Yeah. It's a
It's
great.
down a little bit. It's down a little bit.
I like that cover. It's a great different, but just wait. It's going to drop more. Again.
This book's at about 18 total recorded sales. Highest known value was a $350 raw sale on November 22nd, 2023. You've had a couple of raw sales in 2024 for $157 for a near mint, and $257 for another near mint, and then you had a no grade sell for $206. You did have a graded 9.8 sell for $320 on 6/6 of 24. Next up, we have Green Arrow #7, 1 in 25. Piece has about 10 sales this week, as this 1 in 25 quickly rose from ratio to under $50 after a couple of days in the market. It's a pretty sweet Jay Ancelotti cover, But beyond that, I'm just not sure what would keep this relevant long term. Up or what do you guys think? Up or down? You're muted, Sam.
They got up to $50.
Yep, just under $50.
Yeah, I'm gonna say down. I'm gonna see this in about the $35-$40 range.
I'm gonna say this is way down, under the ratio.
So, you think it's under the $25?
I think it's under the 25.
Buffy's ratio. What do you think, Dom?
I think it's down. I think it's down like the between 25 and $30.
Yeah, we have a couple on eBay right now for 9.8 for 249, another 98 for 254.
Wait, that's the credit. I thought it was freaking like the Raw.
That's
No,
yeah.
well, we had there's been no sales.
No
That's
sale.
what people are asking. There's been no sales.
Oh,
Tyson
okay.
says down, or Trail says down.
So how much does it cost to get them graded again?
For
About
grading,
$45.
yeah.
So we didn't have any data for graded copies at this point.
No
there's
raw
been
sales.
graded sales. The last raw sale. So we've had 31 total recorded sales. The last highest known value was a raw on March 27th, 2024 for $70. You haven't had any sales since March of last year. You had a near mint for $70 on 327 and another near mint 909.4 for $29 on 320 of 24. So these dudes asking $250 to $300 for
That's a big ask.
graded copy. Yeah, that's a big ask. I could see
that's too
maybe
big of
like
an ask.
150, but
One and a quarter, 150.
no
That's a good
sales
point.
equals
Good
zero.
point, Buffy.
That's way
That's
down.
way down. Way down. Not quite
Next up,
free.
we have Superman number 9, 1 in 25. Joshua Williamson. Pete says nearly 30 sales this week. Prices climbed from last week's high of 50 to a consistent 70 to 75. The last few days, I'm not surprised. The momentum carried on this one to increase and not only volume but price.
Did we do this one a couple weeks ago, or like maybe?
What's it in? Banshee?
Yeah,
What's it in?
couple-
Screaming Banshee? What's it in? The character?
I have no idea.
I don't know. I don't know her name.
Tyson
I'm gonna
says
say this
down.
is up though. I'm gonna say it's either. Yeah, I'll say up.
You're gonna say up, Styx?
Yeah, I'll say up.
Styx is up. Where you at with it, Sam?
I'm gonna say it's about the same between 50 and 70, 75.
What do you think of Dom?
I think it's down by at least 15 to $20. Down the price of what it is now. 15, 20 of that. Maybe like $55.
35, 60.
Trail says it's the same. What are we looking at here? We have a couple on eBay right now for $50, one for $39, one for $79. We had a sale for a raw on November 22nd for $39.99. We had one for $35 on September 24th, and then one that took a best offer on September 21st, 2024. About
Totally
84
wrong
total
right
recorded
here. Totally
sales.
wrong.
Highest known value was a raw on January 10th, 2024 for $75. No graded sales. The last sale on this was on November 22nd for $40 for a near mint raw. Other than that, you had a near mint plus sale at $70 on January of last year, and then you had a $45 no grade sale on 6/23/24.
Silver Banshee. Thank you.
Thanks, Bruce.
Thanks, Bruce. I see another thing. I couldn't think. I know it's Banshee something. I couldn't think of the name.
Number 2, we have Uncanny X-Men 221. This was during the height of X-Men 97. Another return to the list as the past 7 days have seen another surge in sales with about 60, up from 40 the weeks before. Excitement for X-Men 97 continues to grow as we are now getting a companion comic series to go with the show. Raws are mostly between 40 to 60, but a high of almost 130 for a high-grade copy. CGC 9.8s are about $300 these days as well.
Another X-Men series. See,
Yeah, I think this one is up as well.
Yeah, I'll say up.
Everyone wants that Sinister.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dom?
I think it's the same.
Same. I love this cover. Like the colors in this cover pops so good in person when you're holding it in your hand. Tyson's the same.
I'm happy. I'm happy that it was successful, the series. I just can't wait now, the Spider-Man series. That the rumors are saying that they do Spider-Man 97 series, which would be great.
Montreal says the same. I wish they would do a Spider-Man 97, but I don't know. I think a lot of it's going to depend on the success of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yeah,
if they
I don't
actually do a 97.
That's a whole different thing, though.
Yeah, it's a whole different thing.
I know it is, but it's going to be. They're going to gauge what people want by watching that.
I mean, unless you're gauging it on people wanting to see animation. We know they want to see animation because of the 97, who did so well.
Well, listen, a lot of people complain about the artwork, the art in the animated series. I actually think it's pretty cool. I like that artwork. I think it's good. I like it.
Because they deflated Rogue's booty.
Yeah, I know they did. I know, man.
You of all people would be disappointed in that, Dom. That's what I would have thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? That took away my childhood. The boner wasn't there like it was back in the day.
All right. You got a couple of Raws selling online on the Bay right now for $40. One starting at $199 with 0 bids. Another $40 Raw. $225 for a 9.8. $142 for a 9.8 with 21 bids. Had a 9.8 sale for $190. Another one for $215. Had a Raw sale for $39.99. And then you had another Raw sale for $310. I hate it when booty gets deflated, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
You had about 3,448 total recorded sales. Highest known value of this book was a CGC 9.8 on May 9th, 2021 for $929.
Wow.
Man, I bet you that dude is kicking himself.
Probably.
You did have a couple recent sales. You had a Near Mint Plus Raw sell on 12/27/24 for $158. Had a Near Mint sell for $42 on 12/19. Had another very fine sell for $25 on 12/29. Joe, I endorse that quote. You had a fine sell for $40 on 12/20/24. You had a 9.8 sell for $190 on 1/3/25, which we just saw. Another 9.6 sell for $67 on 12/31/24. That's how you spend your New Year's, is buying comic books. 9.4 sells for $75 on 12/31/24. And then another 9.2 sells for $54 on 12/30/24. So this book was hot even till the end of last year. We still have more here. Had a very good 3.0 to 4.5 sell for $25 Raw in January. And then you had a no grade sell for $31 at the beginning of December. A lot of, you can see there, a lot of graded 9.0s selling in December.
And you see,
5.
I know people want books, right? But books at a certain time, like if they're Silver Age or they're freaking really old books, I understand the grades, that you want higher grades here and there. These books should be a higher grade. Like, I mean, the books back then, like the old books, you had a lower grade, it's perfect. But these books, you got to get at least a 9.6, 9.8. You can't get anything below that just to have. I want a copy of this X-Men book because it's you need a higher copy. 5.0. Who wants the 5.0? Great. Type of a book that's. You need to get a higher grade. You can't. Older books, yes, I understand that, but books like this time period, and all the newer stuff, everything's got to be 9.8, 9.8 or.
Well, I mean, yeah, especially modern stuff.
Yeah,
your return isn't going to be if you're not making more than your grading fees or making your grading fees back. It's not worth it getting slapped.
Like, who wants a 5.0? 20. I know it's $20. I just want the comic, the reading copy. You have us read a copy, yeah. But
low grade's better than no grade.
Yeah, but for these books right here, this book.
Yeah, these books are plentiful that you can get a higher grade.
On top of that, you get a 9.8 at a decent price. You go for the 9.8. Fuck that 5.0 shit. You want to read it, the reading copy? Contact, man.
Now, unless there's someone out there who wants a grade level of those book, each tier. Actually, I don't know why you
somebody has all the X-Men books from 1 through so and so. Covers are ripped off, this and that. I got the whole collection.
Especially nowadays when it feels like Marvel has one guy in a basement paying attention to all these hot 10 lists of books that are popping off. And they're like, all right, let's go ahead and make a facsimile of it. And
exactly. The facsimile, you're going to get a facsimile on it anyway. Right. So
Styx muted himself after he was done coughing.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it mute. It wouldn't mute.
Listen, the bubonic plague didn't take out.
You got to call Styx. We'll give him out the mouth. He's close. He's close enough.
Call the EMTs for Styx.
He muted it. He clicked the mute button, and then 2 minutes later, it responded.
It's that lovely Styx internet connection.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Leeches.
Get him some leeches.
That's fucking trailer. God damn that trailer.
At number 1, we had Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees, number 1. On this list yet again with another 60+ sales this past week. Interest appears to have surged as prices have skyrocketed up from 20 to 30 for cover A last week to highs of 100 this week. This has had steady sales of $70 plus over the last few days. I can't help but to leave this on top again as we close out 2023. Who would have guessed this one would be a strong seller as it has the last few weeks?
Same.
You think the same?
I'll say down. I'll say down.
I'll say down too.
I think this is a great series, and I would love to see them adapt it in some way.
You just gotta make him come back.
I think, and I know we're getting the announcement of another series, another part of this
spinoff or whatever you want to call it. Yes.
Yeah. Tyson says same. Buffy says about the same. It's been optioned. Nice.
Yeah.
Artrell says down.
Yeah.
All right. We're looking at $49 raw on the bay, asking $169 for a 9.8. Another $225 for a 9.8. We had a couple 9 sales sell for $159. One for $99 on 3 bids. Had a raw sell for $82. And another raw sell for $45. So this is still going for a pretty penny.
And that was the $82 one is from the UK. So hopefully you're buying that in the UK, which would be $66 UK.
Was that fucking raw? Raw $82 and 2 cents.
You had about 596 total recorded sales in this book. The highest known value was a CGC 9.8 on January 9th, 2024 for $240. You had a couple of sales for 9.8s at $159 on 12/1/24. Had a 9.6 sell for $95 on 9/21/24, and then a 9.4 sell for $44 on 9/27/24. You had a near mint sell for $65 on 10/12/24 raw, and then you also had a near mint sell for $50 on 10/8/24.
Styx has been loading us with old man noises for the last 10 minutes.
I apologize.
His immortality is wearing off right before our eyes.
He's got to grease himself up, man.
Count Saint Germain.
Gotta go sacrifice a virgin or something.
My comic books pick of this week is, of course, Absolute Superman. I'm loving this book, even though I'm not a Superman fan. So I hope everyone is out here reading Absolute Superman. If you're not, get on board.
Hello, nurse.
Yes, get on
That's
board.
good for DC, though. I mean, if you're not a Superman fan, but you're liking the Superman title,
yeah,
that's a win. That's a win for them.
It's different how they keep changing the origin of Krypton and origin of Superman and origin of everything. I've really been digging this a lot. I've liked every single Absolute title so far: Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, all of them. It's pretty much the only DC book I'm reading right now. Like, I'm not even reading the main Batman title anymore. These are pretty much the only DC books
The nurse.
reading right now. But
A hot nurse.
coughing and yawning. Stick needs a nurse.
Maybe a hot nurse.
And then My pick for for next week, if you haven't read the Ash Can that came out, I want to say at New York Comic Con for Lucky Devils. Lucky Devils drops at your local comic book shop next week, or online if you get them from Midtown or anything like that. Make sure to pick up Lucky Devils next week. If you missed that 8 billion genies train, get on board with Lucky Devils #1, because I think
How's that train doing?
Charles Soule. Well, that book ended, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I think Charles Soule's about to hit another one out of the park with Lucky Devils. So I wouldn't be surprised to hear about Lucky Devils option news and Lucky Devils all this stuff. So make sure to pick up your #1 of Lucky Devils this coming Wednesday.
Did you?
Option news
because you're not impressed?
What's that?
Styx is maying over here.
Yeah. Well, my meh is that when you say option, nowadays for me, unless there's like you actually have a news saying, oh, we have a writer or we have a director attached to this, optioning is just, hey, we optioned it just so maybe no one else takes it.
You put the word optioned on eBay and people overspend like crazy.
Yeah, it's just a buzzword. It's a buzzword.
Everything in the comic book industry gets optioned. Like what Brad Pitt optioned Witches like years ago, and
2 years ago.
Nothing's happened with it. So
No, we never saw anything.
Of course, we heard that Stray Dogs is optioned. We never saw anything with that. So something being optioned doesn't mean anything. It's just going to sit on the shelf for years.
In some cases, it's too bad because it deserves something. It just never transpires.
And now we have everyone's favorite segment, which is better. Pick the song that Sam raps better or sings better, depending on which we pick. This week, we have B.O.B. Magic versus...
You can just say Bob.
Okay, Bob Magic versus Cisco's Thong Song.
These two songs are both featured in the movie Pitch Perfect. One of them sung and one of them is just mentioned.
All right, click the image here. We'll start with Magic by Bob.
Hi, my name is Bob, and I approve this message. I got the magic in me.
Jesus.
Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. And everybody knows I've got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants a blast of magic, magic, magic. Magic, 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 magic. Woo! I got the magic in me. These chicks that I'll attempt to blow your mind. Pick a verse. Any verse, I'll hypnotize you with every line. I need a volunteer. How about you with the eyes? Come on down to the front and stand right here. And don't be shy. I'll have you traveling. Have your mind babbling. People trying to inherit the skills, so they asking me. Even David Blaine had to go and take some classes in. I see the mind freaked like, what's up, man? What's happening? So come on and see the show tonight. Prepare to be astounded. No ghost or poltergeist. You know I'm no Pinocchio. I never told a lie. So call me Mr. Magic Man. I float on cloud 9. I got the magic in me.
Woo! Jesus Christ.
You want to keep going, or you're good?
Oh, let's go to the next one.
All right. And now it's time. I can't wait for this one.
Oh, the thong.
This thing right here. Here we go. This thing right here is letting all the ladies know what guys talk about, the finer things in life. Haha, check it out. Oh, that dress so scandalous. That couldn't handle it. Shaking that thing like who the ish. Look in your eyes so devilish. You like to dance all the hip hop shots. And you cruise the cruise of the connect the dots. Not just I gotta zoom in a little bit. My eyes are getting fuzzy. Here we go. You like to dance on hip hop spots. You cruise the cruise like connect the dots. Not just urban. She liked the pop because she was living la vida loca. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? Baby, move your butt. I think I'll sing it again. She had dumps like a truck. Thighs like what? All night long. Let me see that thong.
Sam raps like Matt.
My wife is dancing in the background. He's dancing in the background right now.
That thong. I like it when the beat goes. Nah,
Did
nah.
it? Did
Baby, make your booty go. Nah, nah, nah. Baby girl, I want to make you show. Nah, 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 nah. That thong, the thong, thong, thong. I like it when the beat goes. Nah, nah, nah. Baby, make your booty go. Nah, nah, nah. Girl, I know you want to show that thong, 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 thong. Listen, that girl so scandalous. I know enough couldn't handle this. She's shaking that thing like who the ish. Look in her eyes so devilish.
Who's
She
this?
can dance at all the hip hop spots, and she cruise the cruise like connected dots. Not just her, but she liked the pop because she living La Vida Loca. She had
Nailed it,
dumps
Sam.
like a truck. Yeah, all right, there you go.
You're out of breath, everything. And I'm out of breath hearing you sing. My wife dancing in the background. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
Thong, 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 thong.
I'm fucking hot now.
Baby.
Was that good? Huh?
Yeah, it was that
Thank you,
good.
Dan.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good job, Sam.
Let me hear it again.
All right. And for our Who Said That quote of the week, we have Jedi. The Dom reads like Helen Keller.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my gosh. All right, do the Helen Keller and talk with your hips, Dom. Oh, shush, girl.
That's good. Helen Keller. Yo, listen, that's funny. But fuck you, Jedi.
And of course, that leads us into the Dom game. And I'm glad you guys
Yeah,
are
we
here
got the man
for the Dom
here.
game.
Yeah, here we
Yeah.
go.
Got the man right
Watch
here.
your ears.
Oh,
All right. Leading us off. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
That's an easy yes. That's an easy yes.
Mm.
I'm not even sure because, like I said, some of these posts I haven't seen yet, but if I did, yes, I did. Because he doesn't like the woman dressed as Black Cat. Come on.
The beautiful cosplayer, NG Knight.
Yes.
I don't know if Dom liked this, but it might have been JRJR.
Dave's glad. Said, yeah. What do you think, Styx? Do you think Dom liked this? Do you think it's JR?
I'll say no, not. I'll say it's someone else. I'll say not Dom.
I don't know, man. I don't. Like I said, if I've seen it, I definitely like it.
Sam, you said
Yeah,
yes.
man. Yeah, I said yes.
Dom said, I don't know, but if I didn't, I should have.
I know. Right?
He says Tyson.
If I see this picture, I don't know.
All right. Who did Dom like this picture? No.
Libra.
Mayo.
It was Liber Mayo.
Oh, you Sparky Devil.
No, Demi Turner shorts. I'm gonna go not Greg Capullo. No denim turd cutter shorts. All right. Did Dom like this picture? Yes or no?
Oh, fuck.
Yes.
Hell yeah. I hope I
Yes.
see this picture.
Yes. Yes.
I'll
he
say
did.
yes. I'll say yes
Say
on
yes.
this one.
That's
Yeah.
a field goal right there,
Oh,
baby.
no, dude, what if this is a Styx? Styx like this one. There you go.
David liked it. Who's David?
Hey.
I'm David.
Hey.
This is definitely yes.
Not kicking her out for eating crackers, you know.
Dom says definitely yes. Styx says yes. Sam says yes. What about the chat? Does the chat think that Dom liked this picture?
David liked it.
David liked
He was enjoying it.
If it came on my feed, yes.
it. Tyson says you know he did. All right. Artrell says yep, and he doesn't. I'll like it for him. If he doesn't, I'll like it for him. All right. Did Dom like this picture? This was actually a triple threat. This
That's
was liked by Dom, Tyson, and David Nakayama.
Yeah. Oh, baby.
This was a triple threat in the Dom game.
oh man.
Very good.
What about this picture? Did Dom like this
What the
picture?
No, Dom doesn't even like Squid Games. He hasn't even seen Squid Games.
I think that's
Those are
just a welding
squiggies right there. I'm telling you. I don't. Maybe.
Sam says no.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
I
no.
don't know.
Styx says
I don't know.
no.
Did I this come up on my feed? Maybe I'm not sure.
Dom, do you even know what that mask is?
Buffy says Sam.
Yeah, dude. It's the
He's not looking at the mask,
who
bro.
cares about the mask,
Yeah,
man?
yeah.
David,
She was,
I told you
she was
David
welding
liked it.
something. She was welding something.
Yeah, I thought it looks like a welding mask.
It does.
Told
He
you,
said,
David,
nah.
like it.
All right, did Dom like this picture? He did, yes.
Yeah, did I? Yes, you see?
See,
Come on.
now you know you need to watch Squid Game.
Like
Yeah, I
told
gotta
you,
watch
he
it,
wasn't.
right.
He was
Squid
not looking at the mask.
Spoiler: this girl's not in Squid Games.
Artrell said, "Nope, looks like he's hiding something."
Dom's a freak. Yeah, I am. What do you want me to do?
What about this picture? Did Dom like this picture?
Ooh,
Did you like
Hello
She got Hello
Kitty?
Kitties and Hello Kitties.
Hello titties and Hello Kitty. And it's riding a magical.
And she's
unicorn.
in an airplane. Why is she dressed
Yeah,
like
she's
that
in
in
an
an
airplane.
airplane?
I have no idea.
Artrell says, "Yep."
Well, this is a gal with access.
Hello Kitty.
This is a gal
I'll
with
say
access.
yes. I'll say yes.
I have to say yes. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna say it's somebody else. It's somebody. It's not Dom. It's somebody else.
Sam says it's not Dom, it's someone else. Dom says yes. Artrell says Mile High Club. Tyson says, I
I
know
guess
I
I
do.
must. I don't know.
Tyson.
All right. Did Dom like this picture? Him and Greg Capullo like this picture.
Wow,
Says
that gal's
backdoor
pretty
access
hot, man.
granted.
Woo!
She's smoking hot. But old Dom and Greg Capullo. I'd forget I hate flying.
I want to get no plane.
All right. What
Oh.
about this picture? Did Dom like this picture? Did you like this picture, Dom?
No. He's not even liking it now. He's looking at it this going, I would never like this picture.
Maybe.
He'd be swiping right.
I mean, it's
Nah.
hard to compare with the last couple. For
Yeah,
sure.
I know.
Charles says no.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say no.
I got a quick thumb finger.
Sarah says J. Scott Campbell.
Yeah, J. Scott Campbell. That's probably right.
I don't know. I don't think there's you have a specific type, Dom, and I don't think there's enough cleavage there.
There's not enough meat on this bone.
Yeah, I mean, there is a little bit of hard nip, so I don't know. She's a little too broody.
Yeah.
Buffy says no.
I just kind of genuinely think Dom likes the thicker chicks, and I don't think she's thick enough.
Yeah.
Just left ditties.
Damn.
She just doesn't have a lot of curves, and I think Dom likes the curves.
It's a walk of
Tyson
shame.
says no.
I do very much so.
All right. Did you like this picture, Dom? No, this was Tony S. Daniels.
We're just bringing all these guys to the floor, man. They're gonna have to come on here and defend themselves. It's so
I know.
She kind of has that Jackie from that 70s show look going.
Yeah. See?
Dark
see, it's
Sarah,
true.
anytime you show a big-breasted Asian girl, my vote is always yes for Dom.
I mean, they are rare to begin with.
What about this one? Did you like this one, Dom? How do you?
I
like my
think I
outfit?
remember this one.
This one does seem more like Dom's.
Yeah, this is
Style.
more of a Dom.
This is very Dom approved.
This gives you the dominantisms that you have.
But now I'm kind of, now it's like, who else is liking it? The game just keeps evolving,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
I'm
yes.
gonna say
Dom.
yes to Dom.
Archer
It's definitely
You got Rob Liefeld, a picture of Rob Liefeld. You like this one too?
Stick says yes. Sam, you're saying yes.
Yes.
Her belly button looks like a butthole. Sarah says that's Steve Englehart.
And more old man noises, this time from Dom. Join us at Saturday Night Special now with 50% more old man noises.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.
Buffy says that can't be Steve. Matt's still here.
I'm Googling.
Dom, yeah. Not hell yeah. All right. Dom, did you like this picture? You did. Dom liked this picture.
Snagged Dom, but didn't snag any artists.
But see, I like this. Dom Tolbro went fit, and 3,193 others.
Yeah.
Bam.
All right. What about this one? Did Dom like this picture? Did you like this picture, Dom?
I
These-
think I did, because I don't
How
listen.
do I look at this outfit?
These hungry
Just-
asses seem to be snaring a lot of people.
There's so much that goes through this internet. I'm not definitely, but I'm not sure if I did. I might not have seen this picture.
You like the last one whose butt was gobbling
Dave
up her
says
outfit.
that's
Yeah.
Dom. Yeah.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
Good
that's
shot.
Dom.
She's
It's a
doing
Dom.
just what Cisco asked her to.
Telling you, man.
Let me see that.
Oh no.
Say it again.
Bum, 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 bum.
This definitely dumps like a truck.
Styx, Dom, yes,
Yes.
no.
Yes.
No.
Probably
Sam,
yes.
No. Dom says maybe, not sure.
Maybe I'm not. No, because I'm not sure if I saw this picture.
Sarah says Capullo.
Whoa.
Capullo.
Dave says Dom right it is. Dom right it is.
BK.
He says I arrived just.
Hey, you made it.
There
You
you
made
go.
it, BK. Towards the tail end. You need to go back and find the
Cheryl
rest.
says yes. All right, Dom, did you like this picture?
And I
It
did.
was Greg Capullo.
Capullo.
Oh,
You see it then.
Capullo.
I did see it.
DNA. It was Greg Capullo. Greg Capullo's got a type too.
He's got that OnlyFans money.
Yeah.
It does.
All right. What about this one? Did Dom, did you like this picture? Dom
Like
says,
it.
I remember this one. This one's in
Like it,
rotation.
huh?
That looks like an AI model. That's AI.
It does look like AI. Yeah, I think you're right.
What makes you think it looks like AI?
I don't know.
The
I don't-
underbra.
Just the way thing.
Right
Yeah,
here.
the way she's standing. Look, the
The
head.
way
Looks,
the way she glistens.
I don't know, but look, one leg is bigger than the other. It's like kind of a big Rob Liefeld special. The leg is bigger than
Like
the other.
overall, her torso is too long for her
Yeah.
legs.
Yeah.
She's got
I
kind
don't
of
know,
like dwarfism.
No, I don't think so.
Tyson says, hell yeah, he did.
Got some dwarfism going through
Like
it. Not
dark
that dwarfism
Christmas
is
hams.
There's a couple reasons why I say yes.
Mhm. Yeah.
It do though.
but I'm gonna
This
say
is
yes.
Dom all day.
I say yes.
Dom doesn't discriminate against AI. He
I
welcomes.
don't. I don't.
He welcomes all comers. All right, Dom, did you like this picture? You did.
I did.
Dom's like, it's in rotation. I know it.
Yes.
All right. Did Dom like this pic? Dom, did you like this one?
I think I did.
Oh, this is
I
the
think I
same.
did.
This is the same artist as the last picture,
I know. I think I did.
and that lingerie is quite complex.
It
Yes.
is.
So that definitely supports the AI. The
BJ
AI
says
thing,
yes.
right?
Sarah says, Dom, equal opportunity.
You go up to the truth.
Artrell says yes.
Yes.
Sticks.
Yes.
Yes from Sticks. Yes from Sam. He likes 10,000 images a day. He can't remember.
How do
them
you?
all.
Yeah. How much
I
time
know. I
do you
can't remember them all. It's
Instagram?
true. It's
What are you
true.
doing at work, man? Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, Dom, look at the camera. Oh, what? Oh shit! Something happened.
BK says absolutely yes for Dom. All right, Dom, did you?
I don't
like
think
this
that
one?
lingerie can exist in real life, though.
You don't think so?
I know.
That's
I
not.
think it's attached to the bra, so I mean, it could. And the bra
Let
is
that
in the
Let
front.
that ask mother.
The curves is not possible.
Yeah, that's fuck you, Sticks. All right, Dom, did you like this picture? You did. This was a Dom favorite.
Yep. 7 days ago.
7 days ago.
Hey, last week.
All right,
Was it
and
Christmas
our
light?
last one. Did Dom like this pic? Stop and stare as long as you'd like.
You know, I don't know if I seen this picture. I'm not sure.
That- I'm gonna say no.
Biggest Wumpus.
See, this is why I say that other lingerie is not possible. You see how loose the straps are on this one?
Yeah.
This is real life. This is not AI.
Sarah, Bubby says Kapaloo, that dog. Sarah says DNA. Styx says yes.
I
say no to Dom.
I'll say no. No, I say no.
Styx
I
says
don't. I don't think this is.
I don't remember. I'm not sure, but at the end of the day, I don't think so.
BK says Kapaloo. Artrell says no. Strap's not only thing loose.
You got a point. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, I don't know. She doesn't seem like Dom's type.
Little pale
Yeah.
for Dom, I think.
It's okay. It's all right.
Dom likes any sexy woman photos. My man.
That's
That's right. 40. All right, Dom, did you like this one? No, this was David
DNA.
Nakayama. Sereth was right.
Yep.
This was
Good
a
job,
DNA.
Sereth.
I probably didn't see this one.
I don't think you liked it anyway, Dom.
No, it's not bad.
We're starting. Us in the chat are starting to really hone in on your taste.
We're dialing. We know you better than you know yourself, Dom.
I know. That's the whole thing. You do. You've been doing this for a while.
They're also starting to pick out the artist who was liking it too.
All right. And now I hand it over to Styx for the first time in a long time for a new episode of The Time Tunnel. All right, Styx.
All right. So this week I decided, actually this year, I mean, I'm going to key in on certain books. The trend has been for these facsimiles. So you might see these pop in here every once in a while. So this month, in fact, next week, Fantastic Four #1 is getting yet another facsimile. So I thought I'd look back and look at all the different reprints of FF, including its original print, and see what they do. See how these reprints do. So, Fantastic Four #1. Let's go into the next slide. Let's see if I can advance it or not.
Giggles is recording all these segments for a settlement if it comes down to it.
True.
All right. So, as a review of what Fantastic Four is, first appearance of Fantastic Four, first comic published under the Marvel name, first appearance of the Mole Man, and the origin of the Fantastic Four by Stan Lee, art by Jack Kirby, 1961. Okay, advance. There it goes. All right. 3,052 on the census, with the highest grade on the census being a 9.6. Raw sales, there were several raw sales last year of the first showing here. The $3,399, $2,400, and $1,800, $1,600, $3,200, and then there was that the raw down there, the 2.5 for 8,000. So one graded sale that of the 9.6 that happened in October of last year for $2,040,000. That's a lot of gratis right there, kids.
It is.
Our first reprint for this is the Golden Record reprint. There are 879 recorded on the CGC census, with its highest being a 9.8. 2 raw sales last year. One for $411, one for $393, and 2 9.8 sales. One for $995 and one for $495.
Four Deadly Venoms is asking, so this is the second print of a facsimile?
So this would be a, I don't know if I guess you can call it a second print of the original right here, the Golden Record reprint. So the first one we looked at was the original print. Now this is the second time this is the first time they've reprinted it for this Golden Record reprint.
Right, but he's talking about the one that comes out next Wednesday. That's a second print of a facsimile.
I don't know how they're gonna.
Wouldn't this Golden Records reprint be considered a facsimile?
We'll see down in the next couple slides. There was a facsimile done in 2018. So
you see, that's the thing. How many freaking facsimiles and reprints are going to do the same fucking book, man?
So
it's it sucks.
Yeah. So here's a reprint. This is the Marvel Milestone edition from 1992. There are 154 graded on the CGC census with a high grade of 9.8. 3 raw sales. Raw sales are pretty low on this. $1.50, $3.99, $4.99. Pretty obtainable book. And the 9.6, a high sale 9.6 for just under $50, $49.99. So now here's the Marvel Legends reprint from 2005. 11 graded on the CGC census with a 9.6 has the highest grade. The lone 9.6 sale is $22 for that 9.6. So under your grading fees for this copy.
True, man.
That's But if it's like you don't want to get the original print because you can't afford it, this might be the $22 is
Well, you gotta understand one thing. The Fantastic Four #1 will always maintain its value throughout the duration, no matter how many reprints they do. But when they reprint books that shouldn't get reprinted over and over again, like all the newer stuff, they're reprinting all the newer shit now with facsimiles. It's ridiculous.
So a lot of these they're floating out there. You can get a lot of these. You don't need to have another facsimile. Maybe. I mean, unless they're doing something different to it, but which I don't think they will. Can you advance it? I don't know if I can. There you go. There is also a B cover to this reprint that came in this Marvel Legends statue, the Masterwork statue. There are 16 graded of this copy on the site on the census, the highest being a 9.8.
That's a cool cover. I never saw that.
It's the
Not only are we getting a facsimile in a facsimile of a facsimile, but we're getting a B cover to that facsimile.
B cover in a toy, in the Marvel Legends toy.
In a toy. Go ahead and advance it, Matt.
Wow.
All right. There were no sales of this book, but there were a few asks on eBay. $84 from My Comic Shop or Lone Star. $89, $115, and $111. And I can remember can't remember the name of the artist. I can see him, but I can't think of his name right now.
Buffy says buying a later print is fine, but buying a graded one or grading one you bought is crazy.
The sad thing is with killing the comic books is that all these variant books that they make for books that come out, plus all the facsimiles and the reprints of the books that make the books that come out, you're spending all this money, and it's flooding the market with all this stuff.
Right.
It doesn't make any sense. I understand if a movie comes out and you want to have a anniversary issue to have people get into it because they have a new movie coming out, but you're reprinting. It's just too much.
I think my theory on this is why they do it because they try to hedge towards the completionist. So if you're the person who's got the entire run of Fantastic Four, you need to have that facsimile to keep that run a solid.
No, but 100%. Between the variants and all the facsimiles, your 100 issue run turns out to be a fucking 1,000 issue run because there's so many different variants.
All right. Here we have that facsimile, the first facsimile edition from 2018. 403 of these on the census, with the highest being at 9.8. A couple raw sales in the past couple months here. Just this month, one sold for $41. and one sold for $33 back in October. And those were, they say here that they give it like a 7.5 grade. So, and then 298 sales of the facsimile, one for $290 just recently in December, and then $124 back in, what is that, June or May.
Or then Venom says, I get it. If you want these old books for the covers, and you know that you don't have the money, then just print the covers out on glossy paper and put it on your wall.
Yeah. I mean, they do sell posters. You can buy the poster. That's only $6 maybe. So, all right, go ahead. Next slide. So here's the facsimile that we're getting next week. You get your A cover, which will also have a foil edition. There's this 1 in 25 Salvador LaRocca variant and a blank variant. Now, I didn't look to see if there was any store variants or not, which I'm sure there are.
Well, you got to understand now that Fantastic Four is coming out in July.
Right.
So you want to hype the Fantastic Four train to really push the agenda. So there probably will be store variants. I would not be surprised.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised either.
When did Sue Storm become Miley Cyrus?
What about Miley Cyrus?
Sue Storm looks like Miley Cyrus right here.
She does,
yeah.
I don't know, man. The foil, look, I like foil editions. I do. I think the foil edition of Fantastic Four 1 will look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But why have a 1 in 25? Why have a blank variant? Why make variants of a variant of a variant of a facsimile and they're reprints? They're not even original stories.
With the blank variant, I mean, a lot of people like to go to cons and get people to do sketches.
The shocker on Sue Storm right here.
Yeah.
Doing the pink one.
Give them bunny ears.
How come Mr. Fantastic like Jason Vanderbeek from fucking Dawson's Creek?
James Vanderbeek.
Vanderbeek. Yeah. So I saw quite a few coming down the pipe, and I'll probably do one of these a month where they have the facsimiles coming out. But I'm going to key in on a certain issue a week. I'm not going to do like I've been doing in the past where I've had like 20,000 slides. Like I'm not going to do that anymore. I'll key in on something.
Variants, no lie.
So, yeah. It gave a good. I thought this was a good conversation for right now because there are a lot of these facsimiles that even in the past have come out. That
we're getting a new.
Like you look at the Hulk 181s, it's like they get a facsimile and a foil every 6 months.
We're getting a new facsimile of Star Wars. Star Wars
number another facsimile of ASM 129.
Yeah, that's coming out. Also, the Star Wars. They're having a chrome cover, a foil cover coming out, and another issue. So there's 2 new facsimile of Star Wars #1 coming out. So all these reprints over and over and over again.
Yeah. So so when I looked at it this week, I looked at what is it? League of Comic Geeks. They usually show the store if there's any store. They didn't have any listed, but that doesn't mean there isn't any out there. They just
we'll find out. We'll find out. The months go on. What is it supposed to be coming out next week?
Next week. Next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday.
Yep.
Good job, Styx.
Thank you.
I like the new format. I like how clean it all looks. Good job, Styx.
You're getting better with your old age, Styx. Your old young age.
Thank you.
Ford Venom says, "Great research, Styx. History repeats itself. Salute."
Thank you, Venoms. Appreciate that.
All right, and that brings us to the segment that sends everyone for the hills or has someone quit the show and say, "I don't want to talk about dudes. I want to talk about comics.
I want to talk about ramen and mayo."
Yeah, so that's misconnections. Watch your ears. Who wants to kick us off for misconnections?
Me, of course. Cool guy in the X, Bronx. Looking for that MOUTH wrecker. Let's see what's up. Let me sing it again. Looking for the MOUTH record. Let's see what's up. Check out. Phone, baby.
You know, Sam might just have created a new segment for us, putting these in the AI and creating a song or something out of it.
Phone.
All right, up next.
I'll go this one. Bulge, Safeway, Goodyear. You were grocery shopping about noon, Christmas Eve. Blue shorts, white shirt, noticeable bulge. Would love to bump into you again, perhaps tomorrow at noon.
Fucking Bruce, man. Why is he putting the shit up there?
Yeah.
I don't think Bruce is in Goodyear.
Bruce is more of a Firestone.
Goodyear's a town in the west.
I
of
know it is.
Phoenix.
I know it is.
It's just a dusty old town, man.
Yeah,
Just stop him.
down.
He can go over there for a day, come back.
Thank you, Buffy.
It's a bustling town. It's just a dusty old town. Come on, man.
All right, Dom.
I'll read this one. I got this one. Traffic circle fun in Long Beach. Looking for the pretty woman who walked by me yesterday in the parking lot near the traffic circle. You caught me working with a tool, and I committed on liking the size. I should have asked if you wanted to hold. If you wanted to hold it. Damn, that's fucking blunt right there, man.
What the frick?
What the hell, man?
Okay. All right, Four Deadly. This is us looking up hilarious misconnections ads on Craigslist and posting them here so you don't have to look for them. They usually are sexual in nature.
Mhm.
Although the best one was not sexual. It was kind of like shame. It was kink shaming, honestly.
That's funny.
I hear you loud and clear.
That's funny.
Lose something, Tallahassee. I'm looking to lose it. I could travel.
Damn.
I got a car.
Cash in that V card.
40
Your
year old
mind?
virgin right here.
That's funny.
42-year-old virgin right here.
Taking out the trash. I was walking by while you were taking out the trash can. You looked fantastic in those shorts. I saw you look back. Did you notice my package?
What's in the box?
What's in the box? What's in the box?
What's in a box?
The box.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Kindred spirits, West. Are you an ex-high by Chionist like me, a voyeur, or do you just have the residual hornies from Hump Day? Decadence and debauchery at its finest.
Baby, exhibitionist.
Botchery.
That's crazy.
We're losing your mic, Matt.
Am I losing my mic?
Or
Yeah.
maybe you're just.
I don't know if it.
I just probably wasn't close enough to it.
Well, your mic is quiet, but Styx picks up every grumble and grunt he ever makes.
Stomach is grumbling. Stomach is
All right,
grumbling.
Dom, you're up.
Right.
All right. Outing event, Fort Walton Beach. Hardly do anything without drama. Queen showing up. Older beta male playing alpha man for public viewing. I adore women. Platonically. Platonically. I'm sorry. But in reality, I'm very queer. But not in a traditional sense.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea, man. In the closet mostly, wish to remain there. But there's something about being outed prematurely,
Permanently.
permanently to a few locals, male, females, small under my beer belly. Jesus Christ.
Is this Marco?
Oh, Jesus.
He's a beta playing alpha for public viewing. Hey, man.
I don't know, man.
He adores women platonically, but in reality, he's very
Queer, but not in the traditional
Queer,
sense.
exactly.
What does that mean?
I have.
How can you be traditionally queer?
So wait,
I don't know.
but it says in the closet mostly, which remain there. You know, but the fact is, but there's something about being outed, male and female. So basically, he's bi.
like,
he's a queer
listen,
bi.
I want my friends to think that I like banging chicks, but in reality, I'm okay with banging dudes.
Jesus
that's
Christ.
Marco all fucking
Hell,
day.
day.
And I got a small wiener, so you know
That's it.
I'm okay
He's,
pretending to be an alpha.
You know, he's suffering from LPD, little pink dick.
Yeah,
Doesn't sound like he's suffering from it.
I
Though.
like to pretend to be an alpha.
Sounds
I'm
like
okay
he's
with you
enjoying it.
thinking that I like to bang
Enjoying
chicks,
it.
but in reality, I got a small wiener and I like to bang dudes.
Hey, listen, obesity's okay. It's all right, you know. Oh, Jesus.
He just like to toss him back. That's all.
But he wants to stay in the closet, remain there. So once he comes out, he goes back in.
Yep.
Okay.
He likes the way the booty go.
That's
That's it?
our last misconnection. That's it. I have to refresh real quick because I threw a slide up in here for Dom because I didn't know Dom was going to be here.
Okay.
Over the top rope pro. I know Dom wanted to talk some pro wrestling.
Let's do it.
What you want to talk about, Dom?
I want to talk about what do you
January
think Monday's
6th,
going to be. What's going to happen January 6th, man?
Marco's favorite holiday.
Yes.
Yeah, Monday's going to be interesting, right? Because
Well, first of all, what do you think is going to be the main event? Because they keep flip-flopping it.
The main event is CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
Exactly, but
Yeah.
I heard now it's again Roman against Soto. So give or take, it's got to be CM Punk versus Seth for one reason. CM Punk's gonna win, and that's what's gonna drive freaking goddamn Seth to become freaking turn heel. This is the making of the Messiah, freaking the Monday Night Messiah Part 2, because he's gonna get disciples. And what's going to happen? He's going to get Drew McIntyre and Kevin Owens to join the new Shield. That's going to happen. This is what's going to be started off.
The new Shield, huh?
The new Shield. I don't know, man. Listen, I'm looking forward to those matches, but I'm actually looking forward to the final dismantling of Judgment Day.
I don't think they're going anywhere. They just got new theme music.
I know, but I actually think that that what's the name's gonna lose a belt. I think
I definitely think Judgment Day is going to change a little bit.
they are gonna change.
I mean, I don't know if they're not going to. I don't think they're going to dismantle them, but I
think Dom is staying, but I think that
Listen, AEW didn't need my help destroying it. All right,
they did it all on their own.
Did a great job of that by itself. Tony Khan did a fantastic job of that on his own.
Yep,
that's it.
He didn't need my help.
Judgment Day. Do you think we find out? Hey, listen, Tiffany won the belt last night, which is
that's going to be interesting on Monday. Once Nia if she gets a hold of her on Monday.
Well, I don't know if they're a part of the show on Monday. Are they going to be part of the show, Tiffany and Nia?
I think Monday is being pushed as a pay-per-view level event. So I think it's going to be all hands on deck Monday. I think anything is a possibility. Like I think we're going to get the return of Becky Lynch on Monday.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't be shocked if we got the return of Alexa Bliss on Monday. We know Cena's going to be there.
I tell you what,
so-
Cena. I want to talk about Cena. Do you think he finally turns heel and his last run is going to be a heel? Because that would definitely make that he began a heel, let him end as a heel, and at the same time, no, because John Cena was at his best when he was heel, when he was thugonomics, man.
I don't know that whole.
He's
That wasn't him.
I don't think he's gonna stay face. I think.
Well, who do you think his last match is going to be with? Do we know?
CM Punk.
You think it's going to be Punk? Okay.
Or I don't know. I think CM Punk what I foresee happening is I think Cena wins 17, and he takes it into
WrestleMania.
next year. Well, no, it'll be past WrestleMania. I think he wins 17 at SummerSlam, and he's gonna take it all the way until Survivor Series, and I think he'll lose it to Survivor Series at Survivor Series. Part of me thinks it's gonna be to Punk, but I could see a scenario where it could be Randy, because Randy's at what, 15 or 14?
Randy's right behind. I think he's behind Cena by 2, I think, or 1. It would be nice to see him fight Randy for the belt, so Randy can get up there. I think they want to give one more push to Randy too, like one more championship push to try to get him up there with the championships.
So Randy is a 14-time world champion. So yeah, he's 2 behind Cena.
Yeah, world champion 14. Cena and Flair both have 16.
Yeah.
I like Star Trek. We just don't talk about it a lot. Their covers mostly end up on the worst covers.
Hey, Deadly Venom, the Star Trek. I definitely, I would talk Star Trek. I'm not a Star Trek fan, but I do respect it. My brother's a huge Star Trek fan.
The best Star Trek movie, best Star Trek movie ever made is Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
But okay, so I mean, I could see Randy winning 15 at some point.
Yeah.
And getting to 16 also, and then it being Randy versus Cena for Randy to tie 17. And
I know, but Cena's leaving. This is it. This is
I know.
his last
that's
match.
Why
his last run.
If Edge was still in WWE, I would say hands down it's going to be Edge. But because Punk is back and Edge is not there, I could see a scenario where it's going to be Punk.
Yeah. I tell you what, the Punk is definitely winning something because Gunther. There's going to be a match between either Gunther or friggin' who has it again in friggin' SmackDown?
Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes. See, Cody Rhodes is turning heel. He's turning heel. He's gonna turn heel eventually. But the fact is that
at some point heel. Yeah.
At some point. But I think CM Punk will win the belt sometime in the next couple of pay-per-views. Because he's either gonna be I think Cody will lose it. And CM Punk will say, I'm telling you, when the new Shield or the new Messiahs or whatever you want to call them, they're going to go after Cody Rhodes and the whole bloodline. That's another thing. You're going to have CM Punk maybe versus freaking goddamn Roman Reigns. You might have that. You might have The Rock versus CM Punk. You might find those scenarios. Because remember, they had a huge history in WWE before too. That was interrupted when The Rock went off to do movies and CM Punk freaking left. So they want to continue. Look, long time storytelling. So the stories are there's a whole bunch of stories that are being made now.
He'll sell merchandise. BK.
Yeah.
I think he'd sell merchandise as a heel too. Like his merch ain't gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
He is selling. No, he is selling a lot of merchandise, and even he'll sell merchandise because he'll take on the friggin' Anubis-Sana. But
I'll say this: if you can figure this out, if you turn Cody Rhodes' logo black and purple when he goes heel, and you make him part of Judgment Day for the Nightmare faction.
Nah, I don't want that. If you're gonna give him a Nightmare faction, give him a Nightmare faction. I don't want him to be with Judgment Day. Dominic Mysterio needs to fuck off.
All right, let's go off of. Let's go back to the bloodline. Does The Rock come out?
Yes, absolutely. He's confirmed to be at, I think it's the Golden Globes in California Sunday. Yeah. So there's no way he's not at the first Raw Mania.
Now, Does he come
on
out
Netflix.
at the end? At the end, because of the
Yes.
No, I think he comes out right away. I think we're gonna get Cody Rhodes, the WWE champion, is gonna kick off the show. I think Rock comes out right away. I think they're gonna start hot and keep it going all the way through the show. So I think Rock comes out right away and has a face down with Cody Rhodes, and that's when they start setting stuff up.
So you're saying, okay, the Rock comes out for Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes defeats Kevin Owens.
Yeah, I think Cody will defeat Kevin Owens. Yes.
Okay. What about Roman Reigns versus Sikoa?
I think Roman Reigns beats Solo.
And do you think Jacob Fatu beats up Solo because he lost twice, and that's when The Rock comes out and The Rock is saying that I'm the one that's running the bloodline now? Or do you think Paul Heyman does anything?
I don't think Jacob turns yet. I think Solo loses to Olafala, and that's when The Rock comes out and he says that I'm the real tribal, or he'll tell Roman, "You're not the tribal chief because you didn't beat the tribal chief. I'm the tribal chief,
Mm-hmm.
and it's been me all along."
So you think that Paul Heyman is in cahoots with The Rock?
Yes, I do, because
Yeah,
it goes
came back
back to when
yesterday.
he came back. Well, not just yesterday, but when he came back after getting put through the table, he comes out with the red shirt on and the red pocket square, where he just got coming out looking like Solo Sikoa.
I know, and then plus yesterday when he came out, that was kind of you knew that something's going to go on when he came out. The Solo came out. There's something there because he came out and then he just finally admitted everything that happened for all that time, and he's been back a while, and now he finally admits all the stuff that happened. So yeah, I could see that turn. Definitely see that turn.
I mean,
I
guess I could see that Solo screaming, "I don't love you," or I mean, not Solo, but Jacob saying, "I don't love you, Solo," and super kicking him and siding with The Rock. I could see that. Sorry, Styx, I didn't cut you off.
Or he beats down like The Rock shows up. All right, Monday night's going to be huge. We know there's going to be a lot of twists and turns and a lot of people showing up. Possibly. Scarlet Flair.
I think the stipulation with Heyman, where Solo says, "If I win, you're going to acknowledge me." Right. Yeah. I think Solo wins, and then that's when The Rock will come out.
No,
then I think The Rock is going to challenge Solo at some point.
What leads you to that? Because I think there's more money in pay-per-view buys in the Rock telling Roman, "You're not the tribal chief because you didn't beat the tribal chief."
Because I think you need to get The Rock versus Roman all the way into the next.
Because The Rock still got to fight Cody Rhodes. That's another thing too. They keep flip-flopping things. We don't know what the story is got to go because The Rock still has to fight Cody Rhodes. The Rock has to fight Roman Reigns.
Well, I think you're going to get a triple threat match at Mania. That's going to happen at Mania. You're going to get. Yeah. I think that Roman Reigns, God forbid, is going to win the Rumble. He's going to point at the sign or point out Cody like Cody did to him, and The Rock's going to tell him to step aside and be like, "Nope, I'm going to go ahead and fight Cody Rhodes here." And
what if it's The Rock that wins Royal Rumble?
I don't think The Rock's
The Rock is going to try to use his power to do what he did last year. But I'm telling you this: what about the fact that Rock is now pissed at CM Punk for taking the spotlight, getting the main event at WrestleMania? He's like, that's not flying. So that's another story right there.
The Rock doesn't want the world title though. He wants the WWE Championship. So I don't think CM Punk is involved in this at all. I think it's going to be CM Punk versus Gunther for the title, headlining night 1 of WrestleMania, and Punk's going to take the title off Gunther. Or Gunther, however you want to say it.
Gunther! Yeah.
But let's talk about our match card on Monday for this Raw. We have Roman Reigns, according to what I'm seeing here, Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa is going to kick off the show. in tribal combat. There's 4 matches on Raw. 3 hours, 4 matches.
3 hours, 4 matches?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, seeing right here. 3
But I
hours,
thought
4
there was
matches.
another match too. I thought there was a
Well,
you got the what's the name fighting fucking you have
Oh wait, no,
Mommy?
they're missing. Yes, they're missing a match. So it's 5 matches because they're
You got
missing.
Mommy?
No, they're not. Because I keep thinking Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens is a Raw match. It's
that
not.
actually
It's
no Royal
that's
Rumble.
correct.
it's Royal Rumble. Yeah.
That's Royal Rumble.
So
Yeah,
we
Royal
have
Rumble.
Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa in tribal combat for the Ulafala and the Tribal Chief
Okay.
kicking off Raw. Then we have Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. Then you have Drew McIntyre versus Jey Uso in a singles match. And then you have CM Punk versus Seth Rollins closing the show.
And only 4 matches, no in between matches, no.
That's all it says is 4 matches in a 3-hour show.
Okay.
they might make a couple. They might make a match or 2 on the fly. Probably
Well,
one.
I
at
think
least.
you're probably gonna have a lot of look who's back and come out and promo.
Well, you got what's his name? Pretty deadly, and these guys, Camilla
pretty
might
deadly.
fight. You know,
Yeah,
just last night,
Motor City Machine Guns.
yeah, because of that whole thing. So they might throw that match in because it's all hands on deck. So you might
Yeah,
get.
but I think they're gonna have to save something for SmackDown next week. They can't just throw everything at you on Raw and then have nothing. on
Right.
Well,
SmackDown.
SmackDown is now 3 hours, so they can make a lot of different things that they can use the guys that they never used before and they put it back in storyline. 3 hours.
I thought it went well for 3 hours.
No, it did. It moved pretty. It was pretty good. I like the backstage interactions. You know, the
Yeah,
talk. I like that.
It's 4 matches. You get John Cena's kicks off his farewell tour, CM Punk versus Seth, Roman versus Solo, Jay versus Drew, and Liv versus Rhea. It's only 4 matches.
Okay, you know what? And those 4 matches are going to be. They're all. They all friggin' have complications to them. There's all speculations and things that are going to be on.
Gonna be a lot of mic work then.
So Roman Reigns wins, right? Or unless he gets The Rock comes out and fucks him up off the bat, but he wins. I think Rhea Ripley wins.
Yeah, Rio will.
CM Punk is going to win, and
Probably.
I actually think that friggin' Jimmy Uso, Jay is going to win. He's going to beat McIntyre.
I agree, Archel. Why at 6, man? They're being wasted. They're being wasted.
They are being wasted.
Authors'
They
opinion.
are, man.
They're only doing 6-man tags or 12-man tags.
Well, you know what
Whatever you
sucks
want
that the Final Testament is a good team, man. It's like they just I don't know why they can't make them like see the Wyatt Six should have went back and forth. SmackDown and Raw. They should have been in both things, causing havoc all over the place. They have them for like one brand is not doing them justice.
Yeah, but you don't want them going back and forth all the time.
I know, but for
You
reasons.
don't want them being like this.
Like,
then
they
you don't
should
know
be
who's where.
recruiting. They should be recruiting friggin' new people, like the people that had hard times in other shows that couldn't find themselves, like getting them. Like the whole fact. Did you see there was an article with Bray Wyatt saying that he wanted to recruit new people to
If Bray Wyatt's doing articles, there is some crazy shit going on.
Back in the day he was something like the Quarter Owls. He wanted to recruit new members to what he was going on. That was the whole big thing. You get new members, like the people that they don't use, like Apollo Crews. You grab him. You grab people that need a storyline, and you just throw them in there, and you build the team up, make it big. But
They have
Something
plenty of
is-
guys that on the roster
gonna
that
get
they
a-
really don't use.
We're going to get a shakeup of the rosters because we already know Netflix wants Roman Reigns. They want Cody Rhodes. They want CM Punk. The men's division of NXT is very weak. They have a very strong women's division, but their men's division is very weak.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to see Apollo Crews and a lot of these guys get sent back down to NXT. And then, I wouldn't be surprised if we see titles, champion switches, and the World Heavyweight title goes to SmackDown, where the WWE Championship comes to Raw. I think there's a lot of variables that could be at play here. I guess we're just have to wait till Monday.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Happens, but
I mean, and hopefully and I'll tell you, I watched the NFL on the Netflix. It didn't buffer like it did for Tyson.
It did well.
Yeah. So
yeah. Well, look, we'll see what happens. Like I said, this is the new era, new starting point. If it goes well, like you said, they want the bloodline on Raw, which you bring the bloodline to Raw, you put the Wyatt Six to SmackDown.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree.
You're gonna have to do that.
But you got to give them something to do. You can't just use them for.
Listen, you build up. You're gonna be building up. Like I said, they're building up the new frigging Shield, and that's what they're aiming at. That if that goes, they're gonna be the new Bloodline killers. And there's more members of the Bloodline that has to come. You got friggin' Zilla. You got what's his name? The 7-foot guy that the other guy that they signed. The one
from GLW.
Yeah, they signed him. There's a lot of members that are still can come in.
And you got Penta. Penta's coming in. So who knows what Penta's gonna do? I wouldn't be surprised if Penta shows up and takes the belt off Nakamura.
Oh yeah, he's gonna probably win the belt automatically. Open challenge. Nakamura will do open challenge. Okay, you know what? That's gonna be the fight when he comes in. That's gonna be an extra fight because there'll be time for that quick fight.
Yeah, I would love to see Zilla show up finally.
Well, actually, you know what? LA Knight is gonna fucking probably screw him. That's how he's gonna lose the belt. LA Knight screws Nakamura, Penta wins the belt, and then that becomes that big thing right there. You have that. That's how that's gonna happen.
One thing that I've heard is I didn't get to go to SmackDown last night, but it was in my backyard. I've heard from a lot of friends that I have that went that during the SmackDown dark matches before the show started, we got a look at what they're saying is going to be the ring for Raw. And I guess they are sponsor pushing the hell out of it. It's not just Prime in the middle of the ring now. It's got Hulk Hogan's beer, Cody Rhodes' liquors on there. There's all kinds of sponsors.
Yeah, because now you get the Netflix sponsor. That's a lot of money right there. So you're gonna get that. That's another Hulk Hogan's coming out too. Isn't Hulk Hogan gonna come out to the freaking? I don't know, man. Let me tell you something, brother.
Stay away.
Yeah.
Yo, Zilla ain't no joke. That kid is gonna be good, man. Zilla when he comes in.
Hogan was too busy doing spots for his karaoke night at his bar.
Also, didn't Hulk Hogan just have another racist rant not so long ago?
Who knows?
But look,
you saw it, Buffy?
Look, I'm going to see this. I can honestly say this. We're going to be in for a treat. It's going to be it's billed like a pay-per-view, so that means some things are going to happen and ramifications and a whole big roster change. Trick Williams is supposed to be coming up. They said they're going to bring Trick Williams.
He will.
That's a bad move because NXT's men division is
I know.
Weak. They need Trick Williams there.
Yeah. I know, but I think Roxanne Perez is coming in the Royal Rumble. She's going to get called up. She's going to lose a belt going into the Royal soon, and she'll be in the Royal Rumble. They're going to bring her up. I don't think they're going to get the same time like they used to. They spend a lot more time in NXT to come up. They're going to come up. They're going to win the belt as a heel, win the belt as a good guy, and that's it. And then once those times are over, you're coming up to the main roster. Because they have a lot of people going into that development league on a regular basis. Yes, the men's division sucks. The women's are great. A lot of those women are coming up. Jada Parker. I know Jada Parker didn't she's great. People want to see her come up. I want to see her come up. Let me get that fucking nice ass of this. See her come up.
Dom just wants to see someone get called up because they got a nice ass.
Yeah, someone I fucking love Jada Parker. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of good opportunities, and now since they have all these guys on the roster, you could have factions, man. You can have really good factions that can really elevate. You have too many guys. Look, like I said, Seth Rollins goes for the belt, McIntyre goes for the belt, KO goes for the belt. All these big guys are going for belts. You're making the factions where they can elevate stuff, and then down the road, go up there. And look, like I said, you got to build up. I know the tag team division is great now. They have a lot of good guys, but you can always put these two big heels together that, like a McIntyre and Seth Rollins, can win tag team champions. You know, just do stuff like that for the time being to get them away from the belt. Because, like I said, you're gonna have Cena. Oh, they switch back to TNA.
TNA.
You got a couple of guys that are coming. You got what's the name coming from TNA that her contract ends at the end of January. What's the name? And you have
Jordan Grace.
Yeah, Jordan Grace, and then you have Joe Hendry. You know,
Bring in Ken Shamrock.
His contract's coming to an end, so they're going to be coming to Raw pretty to the main.
Yeah, because Jordan Grace wants out of TNA now that what's her face is coming back. Blanchard. I can't think of her name. Tessa Blanchard is coming back. She wants nothing to do with her.
Hey, Buffy.
Okay, I like Tessa.
Post on Instagram a lot of times, so there's a lot of pictures I do like of her. When Jada Parker. Everybody knows Jada Parker.
I think Raw, you're guaranteed for Cena. I think Cena comes out and he's the first one to declare for the men's Royal Rumble match. You're gonna get Becky Lynch because she was brought up on that otherworldly promo at the end of Raw. That's all I can say is the promo between Seth and Punk at the end of Raw was otherworldly work. Where's
the man, Ben? Yeah.
And
well, listen, do we get Charlotte Flair? Do we find out who freaking attacked Jade Cargill? Do we find out who?
I think it's going to end up being Naomi.
I think it was Naomi. I think it was.
But yeah, I think Charlotte Flair is probably a given.
I think she's ready to come
the
back.
women's division on Raw it's
laundering.
Yeah, it's whatever the hell. What's her fucking face? Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
And her faction is doing, and then it's just Rhea and Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
Like
Raquel doing nothing. Raquel's just
Raquel's a lackey. The Damage Control. Like, I really hope Dakota Kai wins the women's Intercontinental Championship because I like me some Dakota Kai, but the rest of them are just.
I think Dakota Kai is gonna friggin' turn heel. She actually turned face. She thinks she's turning good, and I think she's gonna be heel. Or no, what's it? Dakota Kai she's gonna win, and friggin' what's the face? Who's fighting her this week?
Isn't it Laya Valkyrie?
Yeah, Valkyrie. She's gonna turn heel. She's gonna turn heel. Yeah, but I think isn't that fight that's gonna be on? Isn't there a women's match that determines the Intercontinental Championship, Women's Championship on Raw?
Is it on Raw?
Check.
Everywhere I've looked, every big outlet is only advertised. Forbes, CBS Sports, WWE. They're only Sports Illustrated. They're only promoting those 4 matches. They're just saying Raw is those 4 matches.
Really?
Like I said, that's going to be a lot of mic work with only 4 matches.
ProWrestling.net has Roman Reigns Roman versus Solo, Liv versus Rhea, Punk versus Seth, Drew versus Jey Uso, Cena's farewell run begins. Travis Scott is going to perform the new Raw theme song.
Okay.
And that's it.
Travis Scott.
They should have Sam do it. Why isn't Sam doing it?
Sam should be doing the theme song for Raw.
Come on, Sam.
Let me see that booty go. Raw, 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 raw.
I would love to see Matt Cardona in the Rumble, but he's doing stuff with AEW right now, so I don't think he comes to the Rumble.
We'll see what happens. I was watching.
Oh no, I think it'll be a good show.
Start to get to him.
Yeah, they just started. To show some old stuff, and the old Raw freaking theme song was good. They should bring that back.
They should. I agree.
Oh.
But I think that's a good spot to end it. That's a lot of talk.
Yeah.
Getting past
Yeah.
Sam's bedtime too.
Yeah.
Not only Styx, but Sam. Hopefully you guys tune in for the Raw on Monday. And I think this just shows that this channel needs a wrestling show. It's an outlet for us to talk wrestling. But
No.
Pete keeps saying, no, nobody wants to watch wrestling. Well,
Who says that?
Pete
Pete.
watches wrestling. And he's like, our audience doesn't like wrestling talk. They're not going to watch a wrestling show.
Well, it doesn't have to be every show, but why can't we talk about it?
So
We could have an hour show that comes up and talk about. We'll have an hour segment,
right?
to talk about wrestling. Come on, man, you can do that. Like I said, there's a lot of good things out there. You want to get?
Well,
You can
can
call it
probably
the
definitely,
heel turn.
No, I already said. I already told Matt about what it could be called the podcast.
What are you going to call it? The heel turn?
I had done the one a long time ago. I called it Marks on Wrestling. Comic Marks on Wrestling.
Not a bad one either. I tried to get a show together to record on Thursday. Dom was like, "I'm sick," and I was waiting for Styx to chime in.
No, sick. I said I'm down.
No, I know you did. You said I'm sick, but I'm down, and Styx didn't say anything. So
I didn't answer. I didn't see
All
it.
right,
I know. I wanted to do it.
GT. This channel needs a 1980s classic porno review show. Forget wrestling.
You know what? You know what? After Friday night, I know. I'm just saying I could do
On
the.
Dom's new show, there'll be a wrestling segment right after Fidel's section.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. There you go.
All right. Well, I want to thank Dom for hanging out with us tonight.
You got it.
Have you on as always, Dom. You're welcome anytime.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone in the chat, for hanging out. You guys are all lovely. Hope you all had a fantastic New Year's, and 2025 is good to you all. Make sure to check out the rest of the shows on the channel throughout the week. Check out Dom and Marco and the rest of the crew on Star Wars tomorrow night. Are you going to be rewriting the Star Wars movies, Dom?
We're going to be talking about the Skeleton Crew,
All
episode
right.
6, which is a fantastic show that a lot of people aren't watching, which is
That's too bad.
it's unfortunate.
They're not
Joe's
watching
new
it.
best feet in comics segment.
Yep.
So check out Dom and Marco and Way Seeker's haircut tomorrow night on the Star Wars show. Check out all of Pete's shorts through the week. Check out Tack on Wednesday, which leads you into the Hot 10 on Friday, which takes you right to Dom, Styx, Joe, Jedi, and who am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Oh, that's right, Bruce. How could anyone forget Bruce? On the Old Man Qualified show, which has been absolutely killing it lately. And that brings you right back to us next Saturday night for a brand new episode of Saturday Night Special.
Yes.
And on that note, Sam, take us out with a word of wisdom.
Buy low, sell high.
Either you've got me confused with somebody else, or this is a joke.